MortgageGuyDon.com.
Hey Orlando, get ready for your real estate journey with Nickley's Believe It or Not. Did you know the Nickley Group sells the most homes in Central Florida? They actually sell one every 9.7 hours. The Nickley Group sells homes twice as fast and for 6% more on average. Yeah, that's approximately $25,000 more for your home. Why? Because the Nickley Group with Keller Williams Realty does real estate differently. Don't believe me? Google them. They have over 3,000 five-star reviews. Get your own dedicated team of local experts and experience the difference. For a guaranteed cash offer on your home today, call the Nickley Group. Visit thenickley.com.
And now, another insurance story from
Smart Bunny. Smart Bunny.
Wow, I wonder how much all this costs. Shh. Well, it can't be cheap. Do we even have enough for our own you-know-what?
Honey, shh. I heard he bought final expense insurance through the Smart Bunny app.
The Smart Bunny app?
Like on your phone?
I know what an app is.
For the love of all things decent, be quiet.
Get up to $25,000 of lifelong coverage for funeral expenses, debts, and other needs for as little as $14 a month. And no medical exam is required. So hop on the Smart Bunny app now and grab some final expense insurance.
Honey, are you buying the insurance, like, right now?
Time is precious.
So true.
Smart Bunny Insurance.
Smart Bunny. Smart Bunny.
Your insurance super app. Insurance is sold by Smart Bunny Insurance Services and underwritten by various companies. Coverage exclusions and limitations may apply.
I'm John Morgan, and I'm asking you to stand with me and vote yes on Amendment 3. Amendment 3 will be on your ballot in November, and it will allow adults to possess or safely use marijuana, and that's a very good thing. Amendment 3 will put an end to bad laws that not only cost us millions in law enforcement dollars, but also cost thousands of Floridians their freedom. Nearly 250 years ago, our nation declared our independence. Now it's time for us to declare our independence from laws that demand jail time for simply having or consuming marijuana. Our system of treating adults who consume marijuana as criminals is madness. Join me, John Morgan, in supporting our own Declaration of Independence and vote for the people and vote yes on Amendment 3.
Paid political advertisement paid for by Smart and Safe Florida, 1400 Village Square Boulevard, Suite 3, 321, Tallahassee, Florida, 32312.
Are you drowning in IRS tax debt?
I owe the IRS $37,000.
Get ready for a toll-free hotline. Take advantage of new IRS tax forgiveness programs that may protect you from IRS collection agencies. They have the power to garnish your wages, put liens on your property, and levy your bank account. Civic Tax Relief can help protect you from the IRS.
Civic Tax Relief basically represented me against the IRS, and by the time everything was completed, I didn't owe the IRS anything.
Find out about the Fresh Start program that is now available through Civic Tax Relief. Civic Tax Relief's special tax hotline can help you discover all the relief programs available for free.
I would recommend anyone who has a tax problem to contact Civic Tax Relief.
Just call 800-506-5803. 800-506-5803. Don't wait. Call now. 800-506-5803. 800-506-5803.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because your case matters. Contact them at whenyounneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS-FM, Cocoa Beach, Orlando, an iHeart radio station, the exclusive audio home of NBC's coverage of the 2024 Paris Olympics.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, money, M-O-N-E-Y, money. Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
Someone's going to get offended. It's just the way the world works. So to hopefully save everyone a little time and or energy, here's this. The opinions that you hear are those of the host and callers, and not those of iHeartMedia, its management, or advertisers. You are now listening to The Jim Colbert Show on Real Radio 104.1.
That's right, guys. Here we go on a Friday edition of the Jim Colbert Show. Thank you so much for tuning in. We appreciate that, as we do every single day, and we do have a stacked up program for you today. We will get you caught up on what's happening in the world. We'll do that around 3:20 with Woke News. 3:40, it's Sink or Sail. Jack's choice for a song that We'll either vote down, we'll sink it, or we'll sail it. Ember's Only, a wonderful cigar to turn you on to from our friends over at Cronin Cigar Company. 4 o'clock hour, it's Primetime Kitchen with our buddy Fayez Cara. We will abduct that guy and take him somewhere in the area for something good to eat. 5 o'clock, it's Anjali Vaya. She is the executive director for the United Against Poverty. These guys had their roof collapse. We talked about this yesterday. She's going to come on today to tell us where we are and what they really need. Trivia, Sticks tickets on the line, and of course we'll end the show, but you heard it here first. Your calls, texts, and talkbacks, and 4 opportunities for you to win $1,000. Welcome to the program. I am Jim. To my left, my lovely and very dangerous co-host, Ms. Deb Roberts.
Hello there.
Straight ahead, it's producer Jack Bradshaw.
Good afternoon.
All right, 407-916-1041. Text us easily at 77031. Find us on social, Instagram and Facebook at The Jim Colbert Show. On Twitter, it's just at Jim Colbert Show, and all day, every day at JimColbertLive.com. That's where you can check us out on YouTube, get involved with our question of the day. And while you're there, give us a like and subscribe and share the show if you don't mind. We appreciate that greatly. Money, by the way, is your 3 o'clock keyword, MONEY. Go to realradio.fm and send that away for your chance at $1,000. We've had a couple winners. We have not had one.
Yeah, not yet. Not yet. Today's our lucky day.
Get busy, peeps. Get that money. Money is the word. Remember, if you're playing the game, keep your phone on and answer it when it rings, because, my friends, that is how they tell you you've won.
I'm feeling it, Jimmy.
Good luck. How's everybody's Friday going so far? Boy, it's hot out there already.
I know.
Super hot.
What do you mean already?
Yeah,
you wake
hot,
up and it's hot
Hot
out
this
there.
morning at 9 a.m.
Yeah.
You guys got big plans this weekend? Anything going sweet?
Not that we've talked about yet.
Yes.
May actually go to a movie this weekend.
Really?
I heard the news junkie talking about this today. There's a new Nicolas Cage thriller movie called Longlegs.
About a serial killer.
A satanic serial killer. It sounds a little bit like Silence of the Lambs. You know, you got a female FBI director looking for a really bad guy.
Interestingly enough, I read an article about that yesterday, and the director says he was inspired by Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah, I mean, it has that kind of formula, you know,
Yeah.
very, I don't know if you could really call a female FBI director like, what's the word I would use? Like, when Jodie Foster was the FBI agent that went after Hannibal Lecter, she wasn't like a hard seasoned. You didn't get the feeling.
Oh no,
she was a hard seasoned FBI agent. You know.
In fact, that's part of the reason why when she had to go to Hannibal Lecter, he was like, "Wow, you know, your boss sent a newbie.
They sent me a rube,
a rube, as you're trying to hunt down Buffalo Bill." But yeah, it should be interesting, and it is based on a real serial killer.
Really?
Yeah, Jack, go ahead.
So, who is it supposed to be based on?
Poster. I'm gonna have to.
Is it Richard Ramirez?
No, it is not Richard Ramirez.
He was the only one I knew that was like openly satanic, except for that guy out here in Lake County, that guy Rob,
right?
The vampire guy.
Call. Yeah. No, this one apparently they took a lot of license with kind of the paranormal aspect of it. He took a lot of license with that. That's not really tied to the true crimes, but I'll find out who Longlegs was.
Yeah,
unless our texting service.
Don't tell me. I don't want to know who Longlegs was.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Then it comes out to. I think it comes out today. I think my wife and I may go see it tomorrow night.
Just for a second, I thought you were going to go see Inside Out too.
Not a chance.
The one about emotions? No, Jack, you don't think so?
No.
Better chance of seeing A Quiet Place Day One.
Yeah.
That one's too scary.
I have to tell you, man, I actually don't mind animated movies because I've always said it's the best way to make a film because you can control every aspect of it. You know, with actors, you have to kind of rely on the actor to deliver what you want as a director, and sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. You know, and the times it doesn't, it doesn't really. It has an effect on the movie. With animation, you can do it over and over and over until your test audience says it's perfect, and let it rip.
Well, it all has to do with the story, right? Don't have a good story, it doesn't matter who's drawing it or acting it. You have to have a good story.
And I will tell you, man, even in the animated movies, when you go back to the classic Disney pictures, you still have to have a really good bad guy.
Always.
The bad guy matters. And, to me, the Disney depictions of bad guys, whomever that may be, and Bambi, it was us, but in Snow White, it was a dragon woman, and Cruella de Vil. But you still have to have that really hateable bad person to really take that movie to the next level. That's why I always said I think the No Country for Old Men is the best bad guy that isn't one of these, horror monster kind of bad guys. And that's why I think he was this best bad guy in probably the last 50 years in Hollywood.
Well, that's why I wanted to ask Jack if Quiet Place Day One, if it's as scary as the trailer makes it look.
I wouldn't. There were a couple scenes where you're like, oh.
Yeah.
But scary, suspenseful, definitely. I think it was a great movie. I really enjoyed it.
Those are my favorite
I really enjoyed it.
Suspense thrillers are my favorite movies. Like the Jason Bourne kind, I like that too. But I love those suspense thrillers. Jagged Edge is a classically great one.
There's some fantastic scenes in it when you see, the creature. Because in the first A Quiet Place, you didn't really get the reveal till the end, but now we know what they look like.
Oh yeah.
And so there's a couple scenes where you just see them all scurrying. It's like those fast ants. You ever see fast ants move around something?
Mm-hmm.
All over. But imagine that, but these giant creatures all over the Manhattan skyline.
Oh, really? Yeah. It's like locust, right? They kind of look like locusts, which are gross.
Thank you.
That's my least favorite bug of all is those big
you
grasshoppers.
Have too many.
God, I hate them.
I may go to the movies tonight, but I think I want to see tonight or tomorrow night. But I want to see the it's Fly Me to the Moon.
Fly Me to the Moon, the Scarlett Johansson picture about faking the moon landing with Channing Tatum.
Yes.
Well, not faking it per se, but just making an alternative one in case something happened.
Right, an alternative fake.
Yeah.
And it was shot at the Kennedy Space Center.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
But I've heard it's actually getting some pretty good reviews.
Cool. Yeah, I thought it was actually going to be on Apple TV, and they're like in theaters only. I'm like, oh,
yeah.
All right, break out the movie pass.
Wide release, baby. And then in other movie news, interestingly, because we were talking about this guy earlier this week when we brought up the whole who was the most famous, most successful bad actor, and a number of people called it and said Kevin Costner. I defended Kevin Costner. I still will. I think he's a good actor, and I think he's made enough great movies that will succumb to the others. But Jack brought up a very good point.
Big butt.
Jack brought up a very good point. He goes, that Horizon thing that he did, it's supposed to be 3 pictures. The first one landed pretty hard, and this guy had like $30 million in his own. Like I think he sold a ranch to finance this thing, or at least part of it.
Yep.
And the studio just announced they will not release the second or third parts in wide release.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They just
No
announced this morning
Ouch.
they are not going to release those pictures in wide release. So look, coming to Netflix or wherever. But
Hey, you might see Kevin Costner back on Yellowstone.
yeah. Maybe I moved too quick, boys. How y'all doing? Still a spot in the script for you, man?
Movies this weekend, but also I will be tomorrow. I'm bowling at the Just Call Mo Celebrity Bowlerama.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I was just talking to Sabrina from the News Junkie about that. She's fired up about going out there.
Well, and I found out that, oh my God, it's Wix is going to be there.
Yeah, pretty cool, huh?
Yeah.
You got to tell him I would have fangirled out on him.
I just saw a new thing of his the other day. He's very funny.
He is very funny. He has a very funny reel about a Floridian driver and a non-Floridian driver that just...
Yeah. They're good. All right, 407-916-1041. Again, your 3 o'clock keyword is money, M-O-N-E-Y. Go to realradio.fm and send that away for your chance at $1,000. Quick question before we get into news and then into the program. I want to ask you guys this.
All right.
So occasionally, will you guys crave something that is maybe known not to be so good for you?
Hell yeah!
Yeah,
all
right.
the time.
Like my son, it's chili cheese dogs. Like he likes chili cheese dogs. And buddy, when he gets that craving, he'll crush like 3 or 4 or 5 of those things in a sitting.
Wow, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, in a sitting, and then be done with it.
And he's still so skinny.
Yeah. Oh, trust me.
It'll catch up to him.
What is yours? Do you have a craving like that? Mine used to be Crystal Burgers.
It does. Well, I pizza is always there.
Yeah.
Pizza, ice cream, but it's actually a fast food item that every once in a while and I did it recently within the past year.
Yeah.
And I think it's the same place where you might be referring to.
Yeah.
But it's a different item. I go for the number one.
Okay, very good. So there is a particular fast food restaurant, and this is no aspersion to the quality of said product at fast food restaurant. I won't name who they are.
No.
Just let her rip.
But I do get a craving.
I almost said.
I do get a craving for a couple of their products about once a month, and I'll slide in there and I'll get them. But here's what I don't understand. This particular restaurant, now I know a couple fast food restaurants have it set up that you do this. One that comes to mind is Culver's. You order your burger at Culver's, you pull into one of these designated lanes, and they bring it out. But going into it, that's how they do it at Culver's, right?
They put a little sticky note on your window.
That's right. They put a little sticky note on there, and they come up there. It's, your order 241. Here you go, and then off you go.
Yeah.
Right? Chick-fil-A, you don't have to worry about that because they have the entire Christian nation working at every drive-through.
God bless them.
The young Christian nation out there working. And you get through that thing faster than any single business on planet Earth. Nobody super serves their customers better than Chick-fil-A. I don't know how they do it. I don't even know if it's real, right? With that said, this particular restaurant, recently I've noticed their drive-through has like designated parking spots.
That's not a good sign.
So that when you go around, and this has happened to me more than it hasn't at this particular restaurant.
Wow.
And it happened today, and I didn't get my order. I had to actually go into the drive-thru again to go and remind them that that I'd never got my order. I was 17 minutes.
At a drive-thru.
At this drive-thru restaurant today.
That
because
is
I drove
not
through,
fast food.
They drove through, they handed me my drink, and they said, could you go up there in one of the parking spots? And I kind of showed that I was frustrated because this happens all the time. And my question, after driving back through, and I saw the same lady had taken my order, I said, I'm not ordering anything, ma'am. I'm just trying to get my order. I've been sitting out there for the last 10, 15 minutes waiting on my order. And then by the time I get up there, they apologize and say they're sorry. And I look at the manager. I said, can I ask a quick question? And this has nothing to do with you or whatever. I just want to know about the policy. Why do you even have a drive-through? If I have to drive through there and then pull up to a parking spot and wait, the whole idea of having a drive-through is for quick service. This is not quick service. I'm paying my bill. I come up there. You give me my drink, and then you tell me to go park in a spot. And I have to wait there until somebody brings the food out. Now, I've had it happen very quickly, and I've had it happen not so quickly. This is the second time in the last 30 days or 60 days that I've had to kind of go back around and remind them, hey, man, I'm sitting out here waiting for my order. And again, I wasn't trying to be a dick. I was just trying to get an idea of the concept of what they're doing. Like, okay, I get it. You have a drive-through. We've had these for years.
Right.
But why is it now you have those 6 or 7 spots up there where I can pull up and now wait for my order? Just, I don't understand. I'd rather wait in the line a little bit longer than not have to pull up and park and then have it brought out to me. That way we can eliminate the whole I forgot the order thing, and I'm not sitting there for 17 minutes waiting on my order.
Well, at least we know that after those 17 minutes that you waited, at least you got super hot, fresh, items in your bag, right? That was worth the wait, Jimmy?
Yeah, theoretically, you'd think that would happen, but that's not exactly what happened at all. The fries were not fresh, the burger was old, and the chicken nuggets were okay.
You know what stinks?
Yeah.
When you kind of make these deals with yourself. You're like, okay, I'm going to give in. I'm going to eat bad, right?
You're so perfect.
Right? I'm going to give in, but because the expectation is it's going to be fast, easy, but it's going to be enjoyable. It's going to bring you joy. And instead, you wait 17 minutes, you build up this anger, and it just brings you dissatisfaction. Brings you hate.
No, it's not hate. It's not hate, but it is.
I think so.
It is a unique concept because I will tell you, at this particular restaurant, and I'm not exaggerating. The last 10 times I've been to this restaurant, 7 of those times I had to pull up and wait. 70% of my visits, I had to pull up and wait. I did not get my food when I ordered it.
I know that.
Many texters guessing a various of different fast food restaurants, but one person actually blames Uber Eats for this. And I've seen that a lot because there's a lot more to-go orders, so there's a lot more, it keeps that more active and busy.
Listen, you could make an argument that that's ruined the experience at Starbucks. And again, not calling out Starbucks, business is business. You got to do what you got to do. But I have to tell you, you go into a Starbucks these days, and because that really caters to that pre-order walk-up, grab-it crowd, it really does. Right. And man, do they do it. So when you go in and order something right directly in the restaurant, you got to get behind all the people who are waiting for their stuff to just be stuck up there in that rack so they can come and get it. So although you may be the first one in line, you're like 15th in line because of all the call-in orders.
No, thank you.
I did it. It was so great. I love doing this. It was at Newark Airport on Sunday.
Oh.
I'm at the terminal, and I can see the Dunkin' Donuts and a long line of people right at the terminal. And I bring up my Dunkin' app, and it's like location, and it's like, right next to gate 25 at Newark Airport. I select that, order my stuff, get up, walk up. It's right on the shelf.
Yep.
I just pick it up and walk away.
My wife
great.
did that in Savannah outside the store. We walk up to one that's packed inside. She goes, let's just do this. Went up, boom, done. Walked up, and we watched the line, so we know we got it faster.
Yeah, and it's also, if you like deals, who doesn't like a deal? I know I love a deal.
Yeah.
They will give you deals on the app
that they won't give you if you walk in.
So if you are, a customer of any of these places, it pays to have the app. Dollar General,
sure
what up?
Right? Yeah. All right, 407-916-1041. Deb News.
AT&T's wireless data is hacked. Court documents reveal a car traced the same route as Soto's alleged killer
What
in
a
Osceola County.
weird addition to this story. I read that this morning. That is wacko.
It really
and they don't
is.
even know who they don't know who the car belongs to.
Not yet.
I have a theory.
Yeah, well, and now we'll talk about that. And then Miami is hosting a convention for fans of the TV show The Office. We'll talk about that and more coming up next during Woke News.
You got it. 407-916-1041. Back with Deb's News and more of the Jim Colbert Show right after this.
You text us at 77031 and we say it on the air. Sometimes we might even give you credit. Standard data and message rates apply. Real Mobile is powered by Orange Buick GMC and OrangeBuickGMC.com. We are professional grade.
Stop and go delays continue on I-4 eastbound this afternoon due to a disabled truck blocking the right lane on the interstate at Osceola Polk Line Road. Looking at a crash with roadblock causing delays at 1792 and Holden Avenue. Traffic still slow due to an earlier crash reported at Colonial Drive and Kirkman Road. If you see traffic problems, make sure to call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. With traffic, I'm Samantha Canning.
This report is sponsored by Rasmussen University.
At Rasmussen University, we offer a full suite of nursing programs from pre-licensure to doctoral, online and on campus. Programs vary by campus. Learn more at rasmussen.edu/Florida.
Man, if you have that bathroom in your home that you just can't stand anymore, it's like out of date, it's like crumbling and falling apart, and even worse, it's really kind of keeping you from having special family moments at your house. You always want to put your moms or dads or maybe your brothers or sisters because you're embarrassed your guest bathroom doesn't look great. Let's get that out of there. Let's get you a brand new bathroom. Rebath of Mid-Florida can do that for you, and it's reasonable. Guys, these guys do it in 4 to 6 days with their employees. That means you see every employee the same day until the job is done, and then when it's done, they give you a lifetime guarantee on the products and the install. And guys, these products are amazing. There's no sacrifice. Beautiful stuff. Natural stone, travertine, marble, beautiful colors, and many configurations as well. As a matter of fact, if you go to their showroom, you can get an idea what I'm talking about. It's on 436 up at Altamont, right across from Kobe. And you walk in here to see a bunch of models set up. Those models are just to show you the products they have in configurations and different bathrooms and ideas. Every bathroom they build is a custom bathroom. And if you mention you heard about them from the Jim Colbert Show, they're going to throw in $800 in upgrades, guys. Use that how you will. But you get multiple choices of toilets and tubs and lighting and cabinetry and fixtures. Guys, amazing craftsmanship you're going to love from day one. Log on to the website, look at the before and afters, and then book your appointment. And don't forget to mention the Jim Colbert Show for $800 in upgrades. It's rebathmidfla.com.
If you're the victim of a car crash, never rush to settle with the insurance companies and never settle for just any attorney. Demand Anajar and Levine. Call 1-800-747-FREE for a free consultation and take back control of your life.
In Office Orlando.
Hey, it's that mortgage guy, Don. Big news for veterans and first-time homebuyers. The Hometown Heroes program provides up to $35,000 down payment and closing costs. Get pre-approved at thatmortgagguydon.com.
Thatmortgagguydon.com.
Another insurance story from
Smart Bunny. Smart Bunny.
Funerals are expensive. Do we have enough for ours?
Yeah, I bought Smart Bunny Final Expense Insurance.
Get up to $25,000 coverage for funeral expenses and other needs for as little as $14 a month. Hop on the Smart Bunny app now for final expense insurance. Smart Bunny Insurance.
Smart Bunny. Smart Bunny.
Your insurance super app. Insurance is sold by Smart Bunny Insurance Services and underwritten by various companies. Coverage exclusions and limitations may apply.
I'm Charles. I got a bad back injury when a truck crashed into my car. You know those lawyer ads. All they talk about are themselves and money, money, money. I wanted the best doctors for my back. I called attorney Glenn Klausman. He got me to really good doctors, and I'm doing great. Glenn was always available to talk to. He got me a great settlement and quicker than I thought possible. Car crash? Call Klausman at 407-917-1718. KLAUSMAN law.com.
Office, Winter Park.
Hi, this is Earl Ron, president of New South Window, and we would like to manufacture and install your windows. Every single New South window is custom manufactured just for your home. Now you can buy 2 windows and get the third absolutely free.
Call 1-800-NEW-WINDOWS or visit newsouthwindow.com.
Don't let spring allergies make you miserable. Try the quick, drug-free solution trusted by over 4 million people, Navage. Only Navage uses suction to flush out your sinuses using refreshing saline, helping you breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier. And here's even better news. Navage is now available at your local Sam's Club in a great new value pack. It's everything you need to start breathing better immediately at Sam's guaranteed best price. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E. Breathe easy.
A violent crime is committed every 24 seconds.
The U.S. Concealed Carry Association exists to provide you with firearms education, training, and access to self-defense liability insurance. So when trouble comes, you'll be ready. Over 800,000 Americans trust the USCCA, and right now, there's an exclusive, limited-time offer for radio listeners. Go to defendfamily.com to get a free family defense guide, a survival secrets training video from a retired FBI agent, and see all the benefits of membership. Go to defendfamily.com now.
Hey guys, do you want male performance in the bedroom and do you want it now? Get it in 47 seconds or less. For the first time, you can have instant male enhancement. Introducing Nox 47, the topical male enhancement that works in 47 seconds or less. Satisfaction guaranteed. Finally, after years of scientific research, our proprietary formula will allow you to perform in the bedroom like never before. Just imagine that little blue pill on steroids. No reason to settle and wait when you can get instant performance now. Forget about pills and potions that make you wait hours or up to 30 days to work. That's yesterday's news. Nox 47 is brand new. The hottest thing for men. And you don't need a prescription. Call now and get your free supply for a limited time.
Find out how to get Nox 47 for free. Call now, 800-683-7083. That's 800-683-7083. Free bottles for a limited time. Call 800-683-7083. That's 800-683-7083.
Did you know that every diamond at International Diamond Center is over 1 billion years old? That's before dinosaurs, even before some of the stars in the sky. These elusive stones were originally formed miles beneath the Earth's surface, each one born in a volcanic explosion, yet kept hidden for generations. It's a fact that for every 1 carat diamond at International Diamond Center, trained miners blasted through over 200 tons of rock, and skilled experts sifted through the rubble to find the highly sought-after rough diamonds. Then expert cutters spend untold hours shaping and polishing each stone, unlocking its beauty and fire and brilliance. From the hands of the craftsman direct to you, these magical stones are your piece of eternity. Precious, rare, unique, indestructible, and treasured all over the world. Oh, and the unbeatable prices at International Diamond Center? They're just a bonus. International Diamond Center. Uncompromising quality, unimaginable value. 4 convenient Orlando locations.
It's almost here. Team USA is headed to Paris, and iHeartRadio is the exclusive audio home of NBC's coverage of the 2024 Paris Olympics. It's the only way to listen to exclusive NBC play-by-play action of the games, plus NBC's top Olympic moments and live hourly updates from Paris. Bring the Summer Games with you everywhere you go. Download the free iHeart app now and enable push notifications for live updates from Paris. Only on iHeartRadio, the exclusive audio home of NBC's coverage of the 2024 Paris Olympics.
Real Radio is on Instagram at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Want more from the Jim Colbert Show? Online at JimColbertLive.com.
I think the experience of getting asked to pull forwards is driven heavily by metrics for how quickly they deliver stuff to a person. If they can get you that drink and get you to pull forwards, it's off that screen, and it's no longer counting against them. I work in corporate America. This is a problem across many, many corporations. All we care about is the numbers and the scores, and really, the customer kind of comes second to a lot of that stuff sometimes. It's depressing.
That's what a number of people have texted in, which makes perfect sense, actually. All right, 407-916-1041. Text us 77031. Money is your 3 o'clock keyword, MONEY. Go to realradio.fm and send that away for your chance at $1,000. Deb, let's get some news.
And now, it's time for Woke News. It seems like kind of a misuse of the whole woke on the Jim Colbert Show.
All right, Woke News brought to you by that mortgage guy, Don. Give him a listen tomorrow morning when he's host of the Home Loans Radio Show. All right, AT&T believes a hacker has stolen records of calls and texts from almost all of its wireless customers.
Oh, Jesus.
The company announced this morning that the stolen data doesn't include the content of those calls or text messages or personal info like your social security number with birth dates, but it does include which numbers a customer interacted with and data like how long a call lasted.
Right.
AT&T said it's working with law enforcement and at least one person has been apprehended, but they haven't given any details about who that person is. Now, meanwhile, a smishing attack could be targeting your iPhone. Smishing is the term used for phishing attacks sent via text message. Now, these appear to be trying to get users Apple ID logins. That's according to Macworld and 9to5Mac. Apple users are reportedly receiving text messages claiming to be from service representatives with a website link to what looks like an iCloud login. And not only that, the website even includes a CAPTCHA, which could appear to lend legitimacy to it. So if you get these text messages, just delete, report junk.
That's right.
Don't click on any links.
That's right. Delete, report junk.
Exactly. All right, in local news, there are new heartbreaking details about a teenager's death in Orange County last week. Sheriff John Mina gave an update earlier today saying 13-year-old Rose DeGiuste was found stabbed multiple times inside a utility closet at an apartment complex on South Rio Grande Avenue on the 4th of July. There are also signs of sexual abuse. Detectives believe the murder weapon was a kitchen knife. 28-year-old Jerry Dorsmay is charged with first-degree murder.
He did not know her, but he used to live in that area. He's very familiar with that area. And according to people in that area, he has been seen watching girls in that area.
Yeah, Mina says Dorsmay has been accused of child abuse in the past and was recently Baker acted after allegedly punching deputies during an altercation when neighbors called saying they saw a man walking around with a knife. Deputies respond. He punched 3 of them before he was Baker acted. So this was just a random crime as this child was walking to her friend's house.
Yeah, something happened to the guy's mouth. I don't know what happened.
Yeah. All right. Now on to the story that you and I and probably most everyone is going, what? Of all the developments, this was not one we would have seen. But a car that followed the same path as Madeline Soto's alleged killer has detectives in Osceola County intrigued. Court documents released yesterday show Kissimmee police saw a white Nissan travel almost the exact same route as Stephen Stearns the day after Soto disappeared. Now, Stearns is accused of killing a 13-year-old Soto. The 38-year-old was dating her mother. According to the documents, investigators used surveillance cameras to track Stearns' car on February 26, remember? As it traveled from the Venetian Bay Village apartments to Old Hickory Tree Drive. They had him on traffic cameras, surveillance cameras, toll cameras, apartment cameras.
When I read that story, I was like, don't ever think that you're... If they want to find you, you're going to be found.
Remember the movie Enemy of the State with Will Smith and Gene Hackman? And it makes it like, yep, that's what they're doing. Yep, they can do it.
Without a doubt. Without a doubt. Well, the next day, the white Nissan traveled almost the exact same route between 3 and 4:30 in the morning. Soto's body was found in the woods nearby on March 1st. Prosecutors haven't said who was driving the Nissan, who owns it, or how it may be connected to the case. Stearns' trial is set for October. When I saw the headline today on WFTV Channel 9's website where it said, Stephen Stearns' family believes there are others involved, I thought, well, you're the family of the alleged killer. Of course, I would expect you to say that. But with this story, really makes you wonder.
It makes you wonder if he was part of a group that celebrated in this stuff and he shared the information so somebody could go over there and look or see or do something. Interesting.
But if they could track him, you cannot tell me that they do not know, really.
Oh, I think they know quite well. They're not going to give anything out. But, man, when you read how often and how quickly they tracked that guy's car to where it went, and every 100 feet they never knew where he was.
It's just why it always amazes me that people believe that when detectives ask you a question, that they're really asking you a question.
They are not.
They're not asking you a question.
They're asking you to lie.
An Orlando woman won't have to go to prison for bringing ammunition to a foreign country. A judge yesterday in Turks and Caicos fined Sharita Greer $1,500, gave her a 23-week suspended sentence, and released her. Sharita Greer arrived yesterday at Orlando International Airport.
I'm so thankful for everybody, honest, all the prayers, the support, and everything. I'm just very grateful for it all from everybody all over the world.
The 45-year-old was arrested back in May while visiting with her daughter. Police say they found 2 bullets in Greer's carry-on luggage. Now, she could have gotten as much as 12 years in prison.
That's unreal.
Greer is one of 5 American citizens arrested in Turks and Caicos for ammunition violations, and the last one to be released. All right, speaking of stuff they find at the airport, the TSA is reporting a slight decrease in guns detected at Florida airports in the first half of the year.
I think
we're celebrating the little things, folks.
Yeah, take the wins where you can get them.
Absolutely. TSA officers stopped 382 firearms in travelers' carry-on luggage. That's down 396 during the same period last year. Orlando International Airport, we are number 1. Led Florida with 70 guns seized. Miami International came in second. Come on, Orlando. Followed by Fort Lauderdale, Hollywood International, Tampa International, and Southwest Florida International Airport. Come on, O-Town. All right, speaking of travel, Brevard County is now home to one of the largest cruise ships in the world, Royal Caribbean's Utopia of the Seas. Docked at Port Canaveral yesterday. It's the world's 2nd largest cruise ship with enough room for 5,600 passengers. Jay Schneider, Chief Product Innovation Officer at Royal Caribbean, talks to Fox 35 about their excitement.
It's the world's biggest weekend. We're so excited for the launch of Utopia, the next in our fleet, and what is frankly the next transformational family vacation.
Its official debut will be next Friday. Now, the world's largest cruise ship is Royal Caribbean's Icon of the Seas, which can hold a paltry 7,600 passengers, which is why, like we were talking about, sometimes going on those cruises to Alaska or anywhere where 4 or 5 cruise ships drop 4,000 to 6,000 people, it's literally like having a medium-sized city dropped. Good luck shopping or getting into a restaurant.
And they're coming in and out of there in like 8 hours.
Exactly.
Is there an end to this? How does this end? Do they keep getting bigger and bigger?
Well, the ports have to be able to accommodate them. That was the big problem when Norwegian started building ships because they built them long, and a lot of the ports could not handle the length of the ship, so they started going up. So I don't really know. I don't know how many more decks you can put up when it's still safe. This one has 20.
It's mind-boggling.
It is.
And also, as we talked about this week, and you just mentioned, same thing in Jamaica. When you avoid going to certain areas when you know the cruise ships are in town because of the influx of thousands and thousands of people.
It was, you think of the tranquility of Alaska. What they don't tell you is that is going to be destroyed the moment your cruise ship and 4 others pull into because, and so you don't really get any of that local flavor. I do have to say, though, I saved an Instagram reel of cruise ships parking at the Port of Miami. Let's just say they make limo drivers look like the P word. It is the most unbelievable
thing. They're swinging
thing.
those cities around like it's nothing.
I could not believe it. Could not believe it.
There's time lapse at Port Canaveral of them doing that. It is fascinating.
It's fascinating.
John texts in with a great question. How many lifeboats? How many people of the 7,000 could they fit on the lifeboat?
Well,
we learned that.
They claim
decorations.
They claim that they can get like 150 people in each one of those lifeboats. When you see them, you're like, not with oil.
No.
No way. I mean, everybody's getting naked, I guess, and oiling up. They can get in there maybe, but other than that.
Those are either decorations or it's storage for spare food.
Yeah, right. Exactly. That's where they keep the poker tables.
Well, if you've been left with the unwashed masses to just deal with the roads, good luck trying to get your driver's license online. Florida's digital driver's licenses are no longer available in app stores.
I'm sorry, what?
The state this week pulled the product from iOS and Android app stores, and those that already have been downloaded are no longer active.
How about that?
You better be aware of that. Don't think you're grandfathered in because you downloaded it before they pulled the app.
You are not.
Users have been told to remove the app from their phones. Now, the state did not give a reason for the change, but says a new app should be the operative word, should be available early next year.
There you go.
Yeah, as soon as we figure out that whole birth certificate thing,
Yes, I know. That's still going on, too.
What's going on with this state?
All right.
We're free. That's right. We're the free state. I forgot. We got that.
If you're living in Osceola County, be aware a rabies alert is in effect for a portion of Osceola County. The Florida Department of Health has issued the order for the Mill Creek Woods area in Kissimmee after a rabid cat.
Oh, no.
Yes, was captured in the area earlier this week. So important that people are asked to make sure your pets are up to date, especially if you allow your cats to go outside, and avoid contact with wildlife. Health experts will monitor the situation while the rabies alert is in place for the next 60 days.
There you go.
It's going to be hotter than hell this weekend, no surprise. But if you're planning to cool off in the springs, slow your roll, Sally. Because it turns out a Central Florida park is changing its weekend operations, but you're going to be thankful for that because it's due to increased alligator activity.
Yeah, she said doo-doo.
Orange County officials, which you would probably do if you found an alligator.
Oh, yeah. If one was
while
coming
you're
right
trying
at
to
me.
paddleboard.
If that was coming right at me, I'd be in bad shape.
So Not really.
What's the dealio here with the gators?
It's not. They should be more scared of you. I've canoed over the backs of big ones.
Yeah, and I had what's scary is paddleboarding because
Yes, they can
that's
tip you
your
off.
balance. You know,
All right,
you're doing your best to stay on this board, and then when you throw in a little gator in the mix, it's
Sure.
it just added a whole new level of difficulty to
Yeah.
the task.
And a whole new level of doo-doo trailing off the paddleboard.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Orange County officials say the swimming areas of Kelly Park and Rock Springs and Apopka, don't worry, they're not popular.
No, not at all.
They're going to be closed until further notice.
I saw that this morning. I was like, unbelievable.
Oh, bummer.
They
Yeah.
can't figure that out. They can't figure out how to get them gators out of there.
This means visitors will not be allowed to kayak or paddleboard.
Wow.
The nature trails, playground, and other amenities will remain open during this time. Now, it's unclear when the park will reopen its waterways to guests, but the latest figures available show there were a total of 13 alligator bites in Florida in 2022, including 2 that were deadly.
Oh, wow.
I know we're not supposed to say it in this state, but has climate change affected the spring temperature?
Oh, no, it's still 70 degrees, nice and crispy.
It's like 72 or so?
Yeah,
Yeah,
72 degrees,
it's
almost always. Yeah.
It's always that, right?
Yeah. It's weird to say come down to the parks and enjoy yourself. Don't swim, but you're welcome to get heat stroke.
Yeah. Record heat. Yeah, come on down. Stay out of the water.
Whatever you do, don't splash yourself.
All right, a man from Orange County will get the chance to bring home the gold. Apopka's Donald Scott will compete in the triple jump in the Olympics in Paris for Team USA. The 32-year-old graduated from Apopka High School in 2010. He tells Wesh News he just missed making the Olympic team in 2016, but that just motivated him to keep trying. Scott will leave for France in 2 weeks, and his competition begins August 7th.
Awesome.
I get one. Jack Bradshaw's got to be pretty excited.
Where was he in 2021, slacker?
Yeah.
In 2016, he didn't make it.
Training, Jack. Training.
Did not drink enough milk that year.
8 years later. Good for him.
Sunday's Copa America final soccer match is such a hot ticket that Hard Rock Stadium won't be the only watch venue
Go
to
USA.
sell out. Argentina and Colombia will meet Sunday at Hard Rock Stadium. Colombian-born Claudia Mendoza will be cheering for her team from home.
No, we're hosting a watch party at my house. So with a lot of friends, because tickets are expensive. Tickets are like $1,600, the cheapest one. We can pay half of the mortgage with that. So.
Yeah, Ticketmaster actually has tickets ranging from $1,800 to over $5,000.
Her mortgage is $3,200?
No. She said
half of that.
12, right? $1,200?
No, $1,600 for the
yeah,
ticket. She said we
$3,200.
could pay half of the mortgage with that.
Yep.
Yeah,
caramba.
Yeah, 32. That's not that bad in Miami.
Miami.
Okay.
Now, Univision soccer analyst Alejandro Berry tells the Miami Herald it's the Messi effect, and this could be the last Copa America for the 37-year-old. They're also saying that this Colombian team is the best. If those prices are too steep for you, you can watch at home on Fox or Univision.
There you go.
And finally, also in Miami, fans of The Office can relive their favorite memories of the show this weekend in Miami. The Miami Airport Convention Center is hosting a fan convention for the former NBC sitcom. Actor Rainn Wilson will be there. You know who that is, right?
That's
Dwight Schrute.
Dwight, yeah.
Yeah, Dwight Schrute. Yeah, Leslie David Baker, who played Stanley, will host a pretzel eating contest. Jack,
let's go.
pretzel eating contest.
I'm a fan.
Other characters you may recognize there are Angela, Meredith, Creed, Oscar, Toby, Jan Roy, and David Wallace. The 2-day event is called The Reunion. It'll take place tomorrow from 10 to 6 and Sunday from 10 to 5. You can get more info at reunioncon.com.
So the two biggest stars won't be there. Krasinski and Steve Carell will not be there. Obviously,
Not surprising.
They don't really have to do that.
No, exactly. But, I mean, you still can get a photo with Dwight Schrute.
You know, we interviewed Rainn Wilson years ago with the Monsters. It was actually a really nice guy. Very interesting cat, too.
He seems that way.
Yeah.
Yeah. And now you all are officially woke.
Thanks. 407-916-1041. Text us 77031. Don't forget, you got a few minutes left, about 15 or so, to get over to realradio.fm and enter the word money. Money, M-O-N-E-Y. That is your 3 o'clock keyword. Back in a second with Sink or Sail and Embers Only.
Get ready to text your vote for Sink or Sail. Coming up next on the Jim Colbert Show.
From the Cool Today Weather Center, cooltoday.com.
I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Jessica Dobson with a check of your Friday forecast here in Central Florida. And for today, we're expecting a hot and humid day, a little more sunshine than what we saw yesterday, and that will help to heat us up temperature-wise throughout this afternoon, with highs approaching the mid-90s. We turn even hotter for this weekend, temperatures well into the mid-90s for highs. Our feels like temperature, our heat indices, will be approaching the 110-degree range, so be sure to stay cool and stay hydrated. From the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Jessica Dobson.
This report is sponsored by Walt Disney World. Jobs.
Ready to be a part of the magic as a cast member at Walt Disney World Resort? We are hiring a variety of full-time and part-time roles with great benefits like theme park admission, exclusive discounts, and more. Apply today at waltdisneyworld.jobs.
This summer, get a brand new grill at a great price from our friends over at Tools Ace Hardware. Get up to $300 off a brand new Traeger grill. That way you can get that beautiful wood-fired flavor when you cook for the family. Maybe you like propane grills. They got you covered there as well with up to $150 off a brand new grill from Napoleon. Tools also carries grills and pizza ovens from Big Green Egg, Weber, Rectech, Gosney, and Uni. And when you buy a grill from Tools Ace Hardware, you get free assembly and free local delivery on grill purchases $3.99 and up. It's Tools Ace Hardware, 13 convenient locations right here in Central Florida, or you can shop online at acehardware.com. It's Tools Ace, your local helpful place.
Spectrum Internet has enough speed to handle all your needs, so you can work, game, and stream with speeds up to a gig. Plus, Spectrum's advanced Wi-Fi provides enhanced security for all your connected devices. Get Spectrum Internet with fast and reliable speeds, starting at just $29.99 a month with a 2-year price guarantee. Visit spectrum.com/internet for you for full details. Offer subject to change, valid for qualified residential customers only. Restrictions apply.
Sunnyside Air Conditioning.
Oh, hi. My air conditioner is blowing hot.
For air conditioners making a funny noise, press 1.
No, it's...
Try to listen to the whole message before making a selection.
Sorry.
For air conditioners blowing cold, but not quite cold enough, press 2.
No, it's blowing hot.
I haven't gotten to that one yet.
Well, can we speed this up?
Don't get grumpy with me, or I'll take you back to the main menu.
No, anything but that. Please don't send me back to the main menu.
Fine, but I'm watching you.
Bet if I'd called Frank Gay, I'd already be getting my problem solved.
But you didn't call Frank Gay. So, what do we do now?
I'm calling Frank Gay.
When your air conditioner is blowing hot, you need a solution now. A helpful operator to guide you, all your options explained, and your problem fixed fast. That's the Frank Gay way.
If you're ready to pull your hair out, press 7.
Ah!
That's the Frank Gay way.
FrankGayServices.com.
I'm John Morgan, and I'm asking you to stand with me and vote yes on Amendment 3. Amendment 3 will be on your ballot in November, and it will allow adults to possess or safely use marijuana, and that's a very good thing. Amendment 3 will put an end to bad laws that not only cost us millions in law enforcement dollars, but also cost thousands of Floridians their freedom. Nearly 250 years ago, our nation declared our independence. Now it's time for us to declare our independence from laws that demand jail time for simply having or consuming marijuana. Our system of treating adults who consume marijuana as criminals is madness. Join me, John Morgan, in supporting our own Declaration of Independence and vote for the people and vote yes on Amendment 3.
Paid political advertisement paid for by Smart and Safe Florida, 1400 Village Square Boulevard, Suite 3, 321, Tallahassee, Florida, 32312.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies, including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, and it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
The best kept secret for couples and singles is a secret no more. Secret's Hideaway Resort and Spa, Kissimmee's adults only resort, is hosting the Monsters in the Morning for a live broadcast 6 a.m. to 11 a.m. on Friday, July 26th. Come on by for the live show and stay for the Secret's sexy Christmas in July event and pool party on Saturday, July 27th. Visit secretsfl.com. That's secretsfl.com for more information and to make your reservations.
Another insurance story from
Smart Bunny. Smart Bunny.
Funerals are expensive. Do we have enough for ours?
Yeah, I bought Smart Bunny final expense insurance.
Get up to $25,000 coverage for funeral expenses and other needs for as little as $14 a month. Hop on the Smart Bunny app now for final expense insurance. Smart Bunny Insurance.
Smart Bunny. Smart Bunny.
Your insurance super app. Insurance is sold by Smart Bunny Insurance Services and underwritten by various companies. Coverage exclusions and limitations may apply.
It's time for Sink or Sail. If you think this song is yacht rock, text SAIL to 77031. If not, text SINK.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we have a lot of music by this particular American band that is considered yacht rock. Had a request for this one, and my initial thought was no, and then it's like, well, let's put it up for a vote. The voting came in. It might surprise you, but right now, it's Sink or Sail with the Eagles and Hotel California with one of the most famous guitar riffs ever.
Cool wind in my hair. Warm smell of colitas rising up through the air. Up ahead in the distance, I saw a shimmering light. It grew heavy and my sight grew dim. Had to stop for the night. There she stood in the doorway, heard the mission bell. I was thinking to myself, this could be heaven or this could be hell. Then she lit up a
How do I feel about Hotel California being labeled yacht rock?
I know.
You're about to lose your mind, I have a feeling.
Thought I heard them say, welcome to the Hotel California.
Could you see yourself on a boat with a cold drink?
I see myself driving through the desert in a convertible to this song.
Yeah.
I do not see myself on a yacht to this song.
If I could be on a yacht, I don't care what the hell song is playing.
And Deb, I think I'm in that camp as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and this isn't the original album version, but still, it's to me, I'm like, there's no way Hotel California is yacht rock. And then I put it up for a vote, and I was surprised that the Sails edged out the Sinks when we did this on Captain's Log Radio. It was 2 Sundays ago where we played this. I fully expect this to be a Sink on the Jim Colbert Show because they are one negative bunch.
Yeah, they are, and I love that. Right now, Sinks are winning. Well, here, just at a glancing view, says that Sinks are kind of winning this one, but at first it was about half and half. It looks like it's
Sail with a Tequila Sunrise.
You know what I think about this song? I think it's almost unfair to put this up for that because I believe that with most people who are listening to the program, this has already been kind of cemented into their life, into a moment. In other words, first date, first time you drink a beer, the first time you listen to rock and roll music. Like this song already has moments in people's lives because it's so popular. I don't know, man. For me, I think this would be a Sink.
And which it was for me, and I was wrong with the. I was compared
no, it
to
can
the
still
vote.
be that for you, though. I mean, you can still not. You cannot think it's that.
But what I like to do is, if it passes as a sale, I like to keep it included in the catalog for Captain's Log Radio.
Got it.
But this one may come a very few and far between. There's plenty of Eagles songs I could play that I feel are more closely connected to yacht rock.
I think this is how I kind of. By the way, this is the way I kind of meter whether something is yacht rock or not, right? So if we were in a bar and there were like 100 people in there, and the 10 songs you'd played before had all been obviously yacht rock songs, and maybe you could even know that it's a yacht rock night at that particular nightclub or wherever you are, and you heard like 10 songs that were absolute, no question, yacht rock bangers, and then they play this, I think you have a bunch of people kind of look up. I think you have a bunch of people go, really? I don't think, I wouldn't think it would slide into that lexicon of yacht rock hits. But you are correct. It's some of the best guitar work in rock history.
Yeah, and what's also, I think you have a really good point about how the song is imprinted on you.
Yeah.
To be able to say, is that yacht rock? Because there's no doubt Hall & Oates, Michael McDonald, Doobie Brothers, all Steely Dan, Christopher Cross.
All those one-hitters from the 70s.
All yacht rock. But, when you say Elton John, well, some songs apply, but he was almost bigger than that, it seems.
Again, unfair to put him in that situation, even if the song fits, I think.
But Doobie Brothers and Hall & Oates, they were big as well, but it's just like, why do I feel that Elton John is not, like when they say Michael Jackson, like Pretty Young Thing comes up in a lot of yacht rock lists, and I'm like,
no.
Yeah.
It is not.
Yeah.
That's dance music.
Exactly.
I don't care how you try to frame it or whatever, that's dance music.
Poppy boppy music.
That's right. Well, I think that's a sync today.
And even that live version of Hotel California is a little more mellow, so the guitar work is acoustic as opposed to Don Felder and Joe Walsh.
And speaking of that, we're talking to Christopher Cross next week.
Maybe. We're still working it out. He's doing a lot of traveling.
Is he the king of yacht rock?
Him or Michael McDonald, they'd have to fight it out.
Jimmy Buffett?
No, that's another one that really is a room divider on Jimmy Buffett.
Or fins to the left, fins to the right. That's not yacht rock?
Right.
A little too upbeat?
That's beach rock.
And see,
that's not.
Is there that much of a difference?
So Beach Boys is not yacht rock.
No,
but Sail on Sailor, I will play as yacht rock any day. And there is a Beach Boys song, and that also came out early 70s, so the time is right.
Well, Sail On is a Commodore song, right?
Well, Sail On,
that's a yacht rock.
I have that as yacht rock.
That's not yacht rock. That's soul. That's rhythm and blues.
You hear it though. I mean, sometimes we get
dude.
All right.
Yeah, trust me, I feel you. But
all right. Well, maybe next week we'll drop this one here.
Oh, come on, dude.
I'm leaning towards yacht rock on this one because I like it and I play it a lot.
Come on.
And
I mean, that couldn't be more than. I mean, that's
yeah.
There's not yacht soul.
And that was one of my favorite concerts this year. Is seeing Lionel Richie and Earth, Wind, and Fire.
How do you lose, man?
That was great.
All right, 407-916-1041. Let's do Embers Only.
Now, it's time to explore the world of cigars, spirits, and other things that make life worth living. This is Embers Only.
Embers Only brought to you by our good friends over at Corona Cigar Company. 3 of these beautiful lounges here in Central Florida, downtown Heathrow and Sand Lake Road. If you happen to be on the West Coast, they got you covered over there as well. Sarasota and Tampa, they're always online. And guys, these are lounges. They're not like stores. It's not like going to a Foot Locker with cigars. This is a full-blown cigar lounge that is stuffed full with all the cool stuff that you want to enjoy if you're slowing down for a couple hours to enjoy nice smoke. They got you covered there with nice big leather chairs, wonderful places to just sit and kind of while away a couple hours while you enjoy a glass of bourbon, maybe some scotch, maybe a beautiful wine or anything you want, a tequila, mezcal. They have you covered. Plenty of wonderful choices. And of course, the employees. That's really where you score there, because if you're a beginner in the cigar lifestyle and you want to kind of try that out, but you're a little intimidated by that, these guys really are custom made for you, because they'll get you started in something really nice, and then you got to move your way into the things that you like. And if you're a seasoned smoker, even better. These guys have some super rare, hard to find stuff that will really kind of intrigue all of your cigar wants. They got you covered there for sure. Again, that's Corona Cigar online. It's coronacigar.com. All right, your cigar of the week is one of my favorites from their private label, and I love these cigars because I like creamy cigars. I like cigars not so strong, but I like that nice, mellow, buttery flavor. And this Corona Gold series with the Maduro wrapper has that in spades. These are awesome. And there's a special deal today. You get your handmade Nicaraguan cigars constructed in that traditional Cuban style. And each of these come with a complex flavor profile. The Maduro wrapper does that for you. You get beautiful like chocolate, earth, baking spices, roasted nuts, coffee, all throughout the cigar, all the way
Sounds like
down.
a
By the way,
dessert.
it is good. It is medium to full body, which is another reason that's my favorite wheelhouse for cigars. I want a little bit of bite, but I do want that creamy finish, and this is what happens. And reason these are so great is the price is so good for what you get. This is the Corona Gold Series Maduro Toro. They're $119 a box. That's half price.
Whoa.
This is a premium smoke from these guys, and even better, if you buy a box right now, they're going to throw in a free Corona black ashtray and a Corona cigar black tumbler. And they're badass. That's a $50 value just in itself. So grab them today. This is the Corona Gold Series Maduro Toro, and it is your cigar of the week. And don't forget, if you buy a box today, you'll get that free Corona cigar black ashtray and the Corona cigar black tumbler as well. That's a $50 value in itself. Grab it today. They'll send it anywhere. Tell them that's what you want, and that is your cigar of the week. All right, 407-916-1041. Text us at 77031. We got another keyword for you coming up right now.
By the way, our vote has Hotel California as a sale and voted Yacht Rock.
No way.
No way.
I just did the count.
Dude,
26 to 21.
Get out of here.
It's
terrible. It's terrible. It's terrible. All right, back in a sec.
Terrible.
You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show. Your 30 seconds of airtime awaits. The Talkback feature on the free iHeartRadio app. Follow Real Radio 104.1, tap the microphone, and speak.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Heavy traffic continues on I-4 this afternoon in the Orlando area as you travel east and westbound on the interstate by the major attractions exits. Looking at a crash southbound on the turnpike now, just blocking the shoulder between Osceola Parkway and 192. Things are still slow on the turnpike southbound between Mineola and the Oakland Exchange exit. If you see traffic problems, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. With traffic, I'm Samantha Canning.
This report is sponsored by Rasmussen University.
At Rasmussen University, we offer a full suite of nursing programs from pre-licensure to doctoral, online and on campus. Programs vary by campus. Learn more at rasmussen.edu/Florida.
Hey everybody, Jim Colbert here for my friends over at Life Imaging FLA. Did you maybe know somebody in your life that could use this scan from Life Imaging FLA? Maybe they're not moving as much as they should. You know, maybe they have some of this in their family history. Get them over to Life Imaging FLA. Get that scan, man. This could save your life. It has saved so many people's lives in South Florida and in Orlando. Now they've been in town for a year. And you want all these summers you can get. I don't care how hot it is. You want to be around for your family as much as possible. And with the scan from Life Imaging FLA, their heart scan can tell you everything you need to know to take care of your long-term health care. No dyes. You don't take off your clothes. This entire process, guys, only takes a few minutes. And I immediately, when I got my scan and saw how thorough it was, told my in-laws, you get your butt over there right now and you get this scan. And they did. And I'll never forget standing next to my wife when her mom called to tell her that her scan was clear. You could hear that relief in her voice. You can have that very thing, guys. Don't wait. Do exactly what I did. Call Life Imaging FLA. Get that free heart scan. Just a few minimum requirements. It is a $699 value. And while you're there, it's important. Ask about the cancer screening as well. On both of these guys, early detection saves lives. So pick up your phone, dial pound 250, and say the keyword free heart scan. That's all you have to do to make your appointment. Pound 250, say the keyword free heart scan. You'll be connected in seconds. This is finally going to be the year you pick up that phone and you take control of your long-term health care. You'll have the option to receive a one-time auto-dial text message from iHeartMedia.
Summer is here.
Things are heating up. Literally.
Need help paying that AC bill? Well, Real Radio is giving you a chance to win $1,000 by putting $1,000 in your hand. You know the deal with our national contest. We'll give you a keyword at the top of every hour from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m., and all you have to do is enter it on our website at realradio.fm for your chance to win. 13 chances every weekday, blah, blah, blah. We want you to win, so if you get a call, make sure you answer your phone, because that's the key to winning. This contest is brought to you locally by Mills Air.
Mills Air in business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Equipment change outs and upgrades right now with up to $1,275 in rebates. Visit millsair.com.
A picture is worth 1,000 words, but a video is priceless. I'm attorney Mo DeWitt, and we have access to every single traffic camera in the state of Florida. Injured on the go, just call Mo. Orlando's injury attorneys.
Mills Air in business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Equipment changeouts and upgrades right now with up to $1,275 in rebates. Visit millsair.com.
It's one thing to suffer from allergies as an adult, but it's really tough on kids. Running around with sniffles or stuffy nose during recess or practice. Not to mention it's hard to concentrate in school when you're not feeling well. And then you feel bad because you forgot to give them their allergy meds before they left. All of that can be a thing of the past, thanks to Aspire Allergy and Sinus. They've helped thousands, including children, with their kid-friendly allergy testing and pain-free allergy drops. Schedule your appointment today while the kids are out of school. Go to AspireAllergy.com. That's AspireAllergy.com.
Sneezing, coughing, stuffy nose, runny nose, postnasal drip, interrupted sleeping. I was groggy at the end of the day.
Allergies and sinus congestion were making Jana miserable. Then, a friend recommended Navage. Navage provides immediate drug-free congestion relief, flushing your nasal passages with refreshing saline and sucking out mucus, germs, and other airborne irritants. Navage helps you breathe easier, sleep better, and feel your best right away.
Navage gave me instant relief. I didn't have to wait 30 minutes. I didn't have to wait an hour, 90 minutes. I didn't have to wait a minute. I ran the rinse and I felt better.
Stop suffering from congestion and start breathing and feeling your best again with Navage. Navage.
I've had people ask me how I find relief, and I tell them Navage immediately. This thing is amazing.
Navage is available at Navage.com or at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, and Rite Aid.
Join Jim Colbert on The Jim Colbert Show for his Cigar of the Week segment every Friday afternoon at 3:45. You can pick up these featured cigars at all 3 Corona Cigar Company locations, Dr. Phillips, Heathrow, and downtown. Learn more at coronacigar.com.
If you had $1 million in 2009, today it would be worth less than $700,000. Thank you, big government. Hedge against runaway inflation with gold from Birch Gold Group. Birch Gold will help you convert an existing IRA or 401k into a tax-sheltered IRA in physical gold. I trust Birch Gold, and you can too.
Text the word SHELTER to the number 989898 and get a free, no-obligation info kit on gold. Text SHELTER to 989898 today.
Are you drowning in IRS tax debt?
I owe the IRS $37,000.
Get ready for a toll-free hotline. Take advantage of new IRS tax forgiveness programs that may protect you from IRS collection agencies. They have the power to garnish your wages, put liens on your property, and levy your bank account. Civic Tax Relief can help protect you from the IRS.
Civic Tax Relief basically represented me against the IRS, and by the time everything was completed, I didn't owe the IRS anything.
Find out about the Fresh Start program that is now available through Civic Tax Relief. Civic Tax Relief's special tax hotline can help you discover all the relief programs available for free.
I would recommend anyone who has a tax problem to contact Civic Tax Relief.
Just call 800-506-5803. 800-506-5803. Don't wait. Call now. 800-506-5803. 800-506-5803.
Sponsored by the Nickley Group with Keller Williams Realty. Get a guaranteed cash offer on your home at thenickley.com.
For all your windows and doors, go to FASWD.com. That's FASWD.com.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because you matter. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS FM, Cocoa Beach, Orlando, an iHeart radio station. The exclusive audio home of NBC's coverage of the 2024 Paris Olympics.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, PAY, P-A-Y, PAY. Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
Miss part of the show? The Jim Colbert Show on Demand. Available on the free iHeartRadio app.
Hey guys, what's up? Just wanting to wish y'all a happy weekend. And Jack, I don't know if you heard, man, but that shoe store in Altamont closed. Hopefully you got your stuff back, because he threw a lot of stuff away, man.
Oh, ooh.
Yeah, you might want to reach out and see what's up with it.
Hey there, Jimmy. I got a question for you. Do you ever get a free pie from that one restaurant just because of your middle name? That's all I'm asking. Okay. Out. Have a great day. Oh, and stay cool. It's really, really hot out here.
Listen, I don't understand Spanish, but the only way to watch a soccer match is on the Spanish station because the excitement and everything else and the build-up to go. Man, I wish I knew Spanish. Yeah.
Cold food and bad fries leads to Jimmy's sadness. Sadness leads to anger. Anger leads to hate. Hate leads to suffering. So much suffering.
All right, 407-916-1041. Text 77031. Praying for the day that Larry's lung capacity gives out. Your 4 o'clock keyword is pay, P-A-Y. Go to realradio.fm and send that away for your chance at $1,000. Pay, guys. That is your 4 o'clock keyword. Good luck.
That was quite the collection of talkbacks.
It really was. An eclectic basket, you might say.
I did get my shoes back. I brought them to a cobbler in Altamont. And this
the one I warned you about?
Yeah, the one you recommended.
But I warned you. I said he did good work, but I said it's going to take you 2 months to get your shoes.
You didn't say 2 months.
I did.
A little while.
Yeah.
It took me 6 months to get my shoes, but I did get them.
He closed, though?
According to that talkback. And this guy, he seemed like the nicest guy,
Yeah, sweet
but
dude.
he was just doing it. He was doing like a 3-person job by himself, and he just seemed, he just couldn't keep up.
Yeah, he had a lot of inventory there he was trying to get through, and it was not real good. And
Was he an older gentleman?
No, I mean, probably mid-50s.
Yeah, I would guess that.
Yeah, mid-50s. Was a listener, and he just had a lot. When you went to the shop, you just like, wow, how overwhelming. You ever been to one of those places where they get a little workspace, and then all the jobs are like hanging on the wall everywhere?
Yeah, most cobbler shops.
Yeah, that's exactly how this was. Dude had a pile of stuff.
And I don't know how he kept track of stuff, but maybe he didn't. Maybe that's what took so long and then took his business. But he even, like, at one time when I was calling to check on my shoes, he mentioned, is like, he wanted, someone to work for him and he would eventually, he'd train him for a couple of years, then give him the business. But,
that cobbling business is tough.
Yeah.
Yeah, not a lot of people do that anymore. Fast fashion, there was a story yesterday about how much of the Chinese landfills are filled up with unused clothing or clothing that never gets sold because fast fashion is filling the landfills up so much. And a lot of those textiles come from China because they're made quick with cheap labor and then shipped to America.
God, I hate waste.
Yeah, I do too. I can't stand it when you see bale after bale after bale of clothes, some of them never worn. I mean, there's a guy, when you do the garage sale estate selling thing, you get into that world and there are a bunch of people who do a bunch of other things. And there are people who professionally dumpster dive.
Yeah.
And they go behind retail stores who throw out perfectly good stuff because their stores won't allow them to sell it. It's out of date. The inventory is wrong, whatever the case may be. And they just throw it away. So they go to these retail stores' dumpsters and go into the dumpsters and find brand new gear, brand new stuff. And the food stores, they do the same thing. They go in there and find cases of perfectly good vegetables they can't sell because of liability issues.
Jim Phillips used to say, we don't have a food shortage, we have a distribution problem.
Yeah, we do have a distribution problem.
And it's the same with clothing.
Yeah.
The fact that people are suffering anywhere on this planet and there is this much excess where unused items are just being buried in the earth.
Yeah.
Now they have that food service where you just order ugly fruits and vegetables.
Right, yeah. They
the
just
stuff they can't sell because it's not cute.
They'll give you the pretty ones.
Yeah, you know what? I'm guilty of it. When I'm looking at apples in the store, I see the bruised one, I'm not taking it.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, the bruised is different than it having an abnormality, like a potato that has a bunch of little lumps or whatever.
Yeah.
That's what they're talking about.
I don't want the ugly one. We did that. We had that fruit delivery service for a while where they give you what's extra. You don't know what you're getting, but it's usually the stuff that didn't sell or just was available in abundance. And it was all good stuff.
Yeah.
But,
Well, there are entire cultures of families in India that their entire day is basically scanning through landfills looking for things that are
precious metals,
anything they can sell or use for themselves. And it's kind of sad, because a lot of them are young children out there in their entire day from up until down is out there scanning the landfills looking for anything of value.
That's okay. They're not dealing with heavy metals or anything.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Life expectancy of like 14.
Yeah.
All right.
To make $3 a week.
Yeah. All right, 407 916-1041, text 77031. Just quickly before we go to break and come back with Primetime Kitchen and our buddy Faiz Kara. So with all this stuff going on with President Biden and last night, did you guys see any of the news conference last night when it finally aired around 7:20, I think?
All of it, yeah.
Yeah, I watched
I just got home as it started.
So funny enough, I have about a 30-minute drive home, and I caught the last 10 minutes on my phone because I just brought up YouTube. They were streaming it, I think through CNN is where I was watching it through there because that was the best stream. And then it came on and did the whole thing. And then I came home and watched it on my laptop and watched it and listened to it. A much better performance than the debate. Of course, I don't think even a tenth powerful enough to quell what's happening. And that's proven today. Nothing's changed. He's still facing the same calls to step down today as he did yesterday. A few people solidified their stance of getting behind him 100%. But most people I've read about today did not do that. So just a question before we get into this again, because I guess you have to start worrying about this now. Life expectancy is higher now than ever, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean,
well,
no, it's actually
it's slipped a little since the pandemic.
But if you were born now, or you were born in like the 80s, I still think your life expectancy going forward is going to be considerably higher than 75 years.
Yeah, I think they say like half of all people should expect to live over 100.
Yeah.
76.33 years as of 2021 is the life expectancy in the U.S.
So if that's life expectancy, right? So, I mean, and this has been spoken about before, and I read about it today, and of course you can throw this idea around flippantly, but then I read about what it really takes. But, when, I think, as a collective, are we going to consider here in the U.S. an age limit for presidency? We have an age limit for the youth part of it, but when the founding fathers were creating that, they never thought people would live to 80 or 90 years old on the regular because the average life expectancy in 1776 was probably 45.
Right.
So nobody ever considered that, that it would ever come into play that you could be looking at being reelected at 81 years old. That would be inconceivable.
Well, I think the same reason they didn't put a felony clause in there that you can't run as a felon. Right. I think they just figured no one's going to vote for a felon, or no one's going to vote for someone who's 90 years old.
Right, That you would never have to worry about these issues. But now we do, right? Yeah. So when we've made amendments before, we've done this before. But man, I read today, and it takes quite a bit, like 3/4 of the House and 3/4 of Congress and all these movements to make this happen. It's not easy to make happen. And by the way, that's why that's why the 25th Amendment is around.
Yeah.
Right. That's the very reason, is because they thought that would be the Band-Aid they could use in case something like this happened. But of course, now that's not easy to implement either.
You want to get 3/4 of Congress to agree on anything? It's only going to be a pay raise.
Yeah, exactly. Good point.
But term limits. Yeah. Okay. But I mean, I think that's probably going to be a little bit louder of an argument as we kind of move forward, right? I mean, as we kind of move into these years when AI is unraveling these issues that we have with diseases that ravage us, cancers and other things, dementia and Alzheimer's. We're already seeing some incredible advancements in that, and this is the infancy of AI. And we know for a fact it's going to happen. It's going to impact the medical world as much as it's going to impact any singular world that we live with is AI. Its ability to calculate and run tests that would take normal scientists, teams of them, years. This thing's going to be able to do in weeks, months. So, I mean, I think this is going to be one of those things eventually this country is going to have to think about. Do other countries, by the way, have age limits? Have you ever heard of a country that has an age limit for a president?
No.
Or a leader or a prime minister?
No.
Huh.
It's only with faculties.
It's only faculties. That's
it's
it, right?
Same thing with the Vatican.
It's basically you have to show that it
Can you still do the job?
All right.
Yeah, not everyone is the same at 75, right?
Right.
70 or 80.
Yeah, I mean, you look at Trump. I mean, Trump doesn't look like he's, other than just being Trump, being the Trump thing. I mean, but physically, he doesn't look like a guy who's feeble.
No, but he's already beyond the average life expectancy.
He is.
Right?
Yes, 78 years old.
All right. If we're picking the age, what is it? 70?
I say you have to be. Here's what I think you have to be under the age of 70 when elected. And matter of fact, I could even probably take it lower than that. I could probably go to 65. I mean, you're retired at 67, right? 67 and a half.
I believe you still got some good years in you then.
Yeah.
It's interesting what industries, like if you're an FBI agent, you have to retire by the time I believe you're 50 or 55.
Yeah, you're a truck driver. You're someone that runs a certain equipment. You can't
airline
be
pilot.
Right.
I'm good if you're under 70 by election day, you're good to go.
But so that means 2 terms to put you at 78. Yeah, that's doable.
Well, do you get to run for the second term since you're 74?
Well, see, that's the thing. I mean, I believe that obviously there have to be grandfathers in to, obviously that would have to be handled, but I believe 70 was the number I thought of initially. I still think you could be pretty sharp at 70 years old.
As an incumbent, you're still running for election. And so, I mean, if you're over 70, then.
Yeah.
So if you are over 66, you are only going to be a one-term president.
Well, theoretically, based on that. That doesn't
Based
sound...
on our rules.
I mean, what do you think about that, though? You think that's viable?
Yeah,
I think so, too. Yeah. I'm down for that. Get some youth in there for sure. And youth being 65.
Yeah, let's stop dicking around.
All right, 407-916-1041. Our buddy Fayez Kara for Primetime Kitchen is up next. Let's find out what's good to eat in O-Town.
Smart speakers can't stop you from saying stupid stuff when you're coming out of anesthesia. When I grow up, I want to be a puppy. But they can't play Real Radio 104.1 on iHeartRadio. All you got to do is ask.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Lowest prices on the highest quality jewelry. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
Heavy traffic continues on I-4 today in the Orlando area as you travel east and westbound between Osceola Parkway and 535 and between 192 and Osceola Polk Line Road. Still seeing southbound delays on the Turnpike due to an earlier crash reported between Osceola Parkway and 192. If you see traffic problems, make sure to call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. With traffic, I'm Samantha Canning.
This report is sponsored by Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
Stuck sitting at the dealership waiting for your oil change? Drive into Valvoline Instant Oil Change, where you can stay in your car, relax, and we'll get you back on the road in about 15 minutes. Quick, easy, trusted. That's Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
You guys hot out there? Of course you are, because it's hot out there. But Mills Air can help you out if you have an AC that's kind of given up the ghost on you. Let these guys take care of you with a brand new system from our friends over at Carrier. They are Carrier factory authorized dealers. And even better, that means they could get you up to $1,275 in rebates towards a brand new Carrier unit. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Let me tell you, you can always turn to Mills Air. These guys are absolutely awesome. When Deb's mom's AC quit and the company she was working with would not answer, Mills Air came through for her. For Jack as well, when he couldn't get that same exact service. And for Olivia and Ross, it was even worse because their house wasn't even built for an AC system, but they got it in there when other companies wouldn't even try. That's why we love these guys, and that's why you will as well. Let them use their 30-plus years of experience to keep your home nice and cool. They're family-owned and operated, and they're going to treat you right. It's 407-277-1159. You can book online at millsair.com.
Our iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One.
Coming back to Las Vegas, September 20th and 21st, streaming live only on Hulu.
A weekend full of superstar performances.
Tickets are on sale now at AXS.com. That's AXS.com.
Capital One is the proud presenting partner of the 2024 iHeartRadio Music Festival, bringing great products, rewards, and services to its customers. What's in your wallet?
Don't let spring allergies make you miserable. Try the quick, drug-free solution trusted by over 4 million people. Navage. Only Navage uses suction to flush out your sinuses using refreshing saline, helping you breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier. And here's even better news. Navage is now available at your local Sam's Club in a great new value pack. It's everything you need to start breathing better immediately at Sam's guaranteed best price. Navage. N-A-V-A-G-E. Breathe easy.
When you call me for an injury case, you don't pay a dime unless we win. The call and the advice are always free. Injured on the go, just call Mo. 866-CALL-MO. Mo DeWitt. Orlando's injury attorneys.
Pre-order the new Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 6 and Z Flip 6 powered by Galaxy AI with Spectrum-free anytime upgrade. Use Circle to search with Google to see more and search more on the large Z Fold 6 screen. Or capture perfectly framed pics using FlexCam and Z Flip 6. Pre-order through Spectrum and get up to $1,000 off, plus double the storage on us. Hurry! Offer ends July 23rd. Visit a Spectrum store or SpectrumMobile.com today. Offer subject to change. Valid for qualified residential customers only. Service not available in all areas. Restrictions apply.
I'm Olivia. When I was injured in a car crash, I knew from listening to this station who I needed to call. I called attorney Glenn Klossman. I knew I had a super lawyer on my side. I was extremely happy with the results. I'm Olivia, and I highly recommend attorney Glenn Klossman, Office Winter Park.
I'm John Morgan, here to urge you to vote yes on Amendment 3 and legalize the adult use of marijuana. There are a lot of reasons to vote yes on Amendment 3, but let me give you one more good one.
Today, too many adults are sitting in our jails simply because they were using marijuana, and that is just wrong. If I was your governor, I would free or parole every person in jail for possession and then expunge everyone's record. Amendment 3 will put a stop to this and let the cops fight real crime, not fake crime. I'm tired of people being thrown in jail for something that is less harmful than alcohol or opioids. So now let's finish what I started and join me, John Morgan, in voting yes for the people and for Amendment 3.
Vote yes on Amendment 3. Paid political advertisement paid for by Smart and Safe Florida, 1400 Village Square Boulevard, Suite 3, 321, Tallahassee, Florida, 32312.
A violent crime is committed every 24 seconds. The U.S. Concealed Carry Association exists to provide you with firearms education, training, and access to self-defense liability insurance. So when trouble comes, you'll be ready. Over 800,000 Americans trust the USCCA, and right now, there's an exclusive, limited-time offer for radio listeners. Go to defendfamily.com to get a free family defense guide, a survival secrets training video from a retired FBI agent, and see all the benefits of membership. Go to defendfamily.com now.
Business owners, had enough of this yet? Are you just done and ready to retire? Is money tight? Or maybe business is at an all-time high. You have options. Don't just walk away. We can help you sell, retire, and just relax no matter what your situation is. Hi, I'm Andy Cagnetta, and at Transworld Business Advisors, we've been selling businesses for over 40 years. And with offices located around the world, we have thousands of buyers ready to buy your business now. Don't wait until the last minute or try to do it yourself. That is a recipe for disaster. Call for a confidential conversation about your business's current value and how Transworld can maximize your eventual selling price. We will help you win. And in the current climate, you need help to sell your business. Call Transworld at 833-SELL-FLA or visit tworld.com. That's 833-SELL-FLA or visit tworld.com.
It's almost here. Team USA is headed to Paris, and iHeartRadio is the exclusive audio home of NBC's coverage of the 2024 Paris Olympics. It's the only way to listen to exclusive NBC play-by-play action of the games, plus NBC's top Olympic moments and live hourly updates from Paris. Bring the Summer Games with you everywhere you go. Download the free iHeart app now and enable push notifications for live updates from Paris. Only on iHeartRadio, the exclusive audio home of NBC's coverage of the 2024 Paris Olympics.
For all your windows and doors, go to FASWD.com. That's FASWD.com.
Real Radio is on Threads at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Guys, time for another Prime Time Kitchen here on Real Radio 104.1, featuring our good buddy Fayez Cara from the Orlando Weekly. We'll get to Fayez in just 1 second. First things first, this segment brought to you by our good friends over at Tools Ace Hardware. You like cooking outside? Well, they like it as well. That's why they carry so many premium grills for you. Weber, Big Green Egg, Traeger, Napoleon. This is the best of the best. And cool-ass pizza ovens as well. And on top of that, all the great hardwoods and smoking woods and chips and pellets and marinades and rubs. They have it all for you. It's Tools Ace Hardware, 13 convenient locations here in Central Florida. Get your brand new grill at one of those. Find it online. It's toolsacehardware.com. Guys, good and loud for the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Fayez Cara from the Orlando Weekly.
Thank you.
Yeah, don't forget to go to OrlandoWeekly.com and vote for us for the best of Orlando. Fayez, how you doing, buddy?
Oh, I'm doing great, but I wanted to give you my take on this whole Hotel California sink or swim thing.
Sink or sail,
sink or sail thing. So I was we were on a yacht sailing down the Bosphorus in Turkey, and that song played on a yacht. So it's maybe Turkish yacht rock, but that song is definitely yacht rock.
It is. Okay, so it did feel like yacht rock on a yacht in Turkey.
Yeah.
Okay, very good.
Yes.
I'd have to try that out to actually believe it.
Yeah, fly me right over. We'll do that for sure.
I love Turkey.
Yeah. Fayez comes to us courtesy of the Orlando Weekly, OrlandoWeekly.com. That's where he is the restaurant critic, not reviewer. He critiques the entire dining experience at your favorite places here in Central Florida.
He gets all up in your stuff.
He does get up in your junk.
Oh,
how many? Do you have any friends in the business? Have you alienated everyone in the business?
Pretty much. Pretty much. You don't get into this business to make friends. That's for sure.
You damn sure don't, do you? You'd have a couple people that still get you some get respect. I mean, you and Hinckley get along great, right?
Yeah. I mean, I think even if I have negative things to say, I truly feel that, restaurateurs and chefs, they at times I think they appreciate, the criticism and the feedback. I'm never like,
as long as it's not malicious,
negative for the sake of being negative. I'm not going to just like pour down on somebody just for the sake of doing that. I'm backing it up with some like logical critique and some constructive feedback. So I think they appreciate that.
And when they ask, you have to be honest with them. I mean, you and I were having barbecue together a few weeks back, and the owner of the place asked us what we thought, and we gave him some opinions that weren't part of the menu, and he took it in stride and moved forward. Either they're going to apply it or they're not. I mean, it doesn't matter.
Exactly. And I think if you do it in a way that where it is constructive, I truly think they appreciate that.
Well, very good. All right, well, let's get into it. We have some things to talk about. Then, of course, I'm going to abduct you at the end of this, and we're going to take you somewhere in Orlando and let you find us something good to eat. First things first. Let's start off with the review. Bar Kata. This is Kada. Have not heard of this place. Tell me about Bar Kata.
Bar Kata. Yeah, I think I mentioned it once on the show. So Michael Colantes, runs this concept, and he's thrown numerous, concepts at the proverbial wall to see what sticks. He had Taglish, which slid off in 2022. Perla's Pizza went splat after 6 months. He has Sushi Saint, which is, the concept I think is still being tinkered with along with the pricing. And then he also has Soseki, which is arguably the crown jewel in his budding restaurant empire. But it's a omakase house in a sea of omakase houses.
Right.
But Bar Kata is arguably the stickiest, and it's it's glued to Soseki's coutured hips there in Winter Park. But as I said in my review, this moody, unfenestrated den of drinks and delectables is so unaffectedly chill that it's hard to resist lingering. And the sake selection, for one, is absolutely outstanding. Benjamin Coots and Daniel Lugo, they absolutely love to educate neophytes on rice wine. They can talk your ears off. And it just makes the whole experience of delving into the world of sake a lot less intimidating. They just put you at ease. Chef Mike Vang, he oversees the menu, not Colantes, but Colantes and Vang, work together on the menu. But Vang, he oversees the menu, and he sort of peppers some of his Vietnamese heritage into the dishes. He serves a Wagyu tartare, but the inspiration is like a Vietnamese shaking beef. He has like pickled diced cauliflower in there.
Oh man!
There's like an egg yolk sitting on top the sesame flecked beef. He serves it with like chicharrones that are made from the Wagyu beef tallow.
Damn,
and
really?
They're so light and crispy and
That
it is.
great.
It's really great food.
That
He has this other dish. It's like kanpachi, which is amberjack, and they pour like a leche de tigre over it. And leche de tigre is traditionally very Peruvian, but he makes his out of condensed milk and Thai chilies and basil and daikon, and it is so good that after you finish the fish, I mean, it's a sin to leave this liquid just sitting in the bowl. Like I've always picked up that bowl and just like
slurp it right on
that
down.
liquid
Yeah,
down.
man, why
If
not?
they just serve that as a drink, I would order it. It is so good. So, Bar Kata, I highly, highly recommend it. I think of all of Michael Colantes' concepts, this one I think is my favorite.
Yeah,
I just love this space.
Nice. And where is it?
It is in Winter Park. It's on Fairbanks Road. Very close to Austin's Coffee.
Yeah, gotcha.
So he has Soseki, and this one, like I said, is like glued at the hip, right at Soseki. It's right next door to it. It's really part of the same building.
Perfect.
And Perla's Pizza, his concept that he's opened a pizza concept, will be opening right next door to that in the fall. So, and that whole building, sooner or later is just going to be
all him. Yeah, very good. All right, let's move on to Market on South being resuscitated. To be honest with you, I had no idea it needed resuscitation.
Oh yeah. So a couple of weeks ago, I think I was on the show saying that the vegan collective there at Market on South, they would close at the end of June, but three of the businesses there, Vegan Scoops, which is a plant-based ice cream and dessert shop, Alo Vegano, which is a Cuban eatery, a Cuban plant-based eatery, and Aguila Coffee. They've banded together and they've taken over the space, and they're back and open for business, and they're actively seeking additional plant-based vendors. So if there's anyone out there that's looking for a space, give these people a shout and get into that market.
I'll be down. That's good, though. Glad to hear that. I hate seeing people go out of business, so it's good. So the next thing on the list is interesting because I again, when you put a certain word in front of other words, it makes you think like you don't really know what it is. Now I'm gonna ask a question, and it's gonna sound dumb, but I don't really know is a Japanese hamburger just a regular hamburger? Or what makes a Japanese hamburger?
Okay, so for one, it's made from Japanese Wagyu. So let me just back up a bit. So Louis Lin, who runs Susaru and Juju and the soon-to-open Nabe and Dr. Phillips, which will be next to Pepperoncino. So he's going to introduce Japanese Hamburg steaks called Hambagu. And Hambagu, I think, is one of those pseudo-anglicisms in a foreign language.
It sounds
like anyway, just think like Salisbury steak or meatloaf, but made from Japanese Wagyu, and it's grilled over Benchotan coals, which is white charcoal from the Japanese oak tree. And it'll be served atop steamed koshi hikari rice, which is like a premium sushi rice that Louis Lin said that he's going to make in a traditional donabe. It's like a clay vessel, a donabe pot. And, he'll serve it with various sides and pickles. You can even put like an egg on it if you want. But he'll launch this sort of like sub-concept in Juju, at the bar at Juju. And it'll be a lunchtime sub-concept that he'll launch, I think he said, in the winter time. So the name of this concept is called Hikiniku to Sumi. And Hikiniku is just like a catch-all term for ground meat.
I see.
And Sumi just means charcoal. So, yeah, it's not going to be in a bun, but it's going to be like Japanese Wagyu ground beef served on top of rice.
This is going to be the most expensive hamburger patty you've ever even thought of hearing about.
Well, I kind of asked him about that. Like, what kind of Wagyu are you using? He said that he will be using like a mix, like an A5 mix. A5 is like the prime level of beef, of Japanese Wagyu. But he'll be using a 50-50 mix of A5 Wagyu and American Wagyu. And American Wagyu is sort of like a crossbreed of like Angus and a
like almost Kobe beef,
and like a Japanese. Yeah, it's not like true Wagyu, but it's still a really good quality cut. So he'll be using ground beef from that. So you can bet it's going to be rich and luscious and
I mean, just from me to you, does it almost seem like a sacrilege to blend anything with A5 Wagyu? I mean, just for me to you,
yes, it does. But in for hamburger, like I think for a steak, there's absolutely no need to do that. For hamburger, I think you can maybe sometimes get away with it because you don't. If you make a hamburger just out of A5 Wagyu, it's going to be way too fatty. It'll just melt. Yep. You need some like texture to it, and I think that's where the American quote unquote Wagyu comes in.
That's what I thought. The minute you said it, I was like, they're probably chopping it up like maybe 70-30 because the Wagyu has so much fat. It's just basically that's what you're doing is you're just adding a lot of fat and juice into that meat. So that's probably what he's trying to do. And that tallow from that meat has that uber beefy flavor, so they're probably doing it for that as well.
Yeah, I'm super looking forward to it. So
all right. Well, let's move on to these closings. Unfortunately, you do have people that maybe have had some things happen, and one of these is a little sad because I believe they just opened that up not that long ago. The Black Rooster that was over in
that opened I want to say in 2021 on Curry Ford Road. So the Black Rooster Taqueria on Mills is staying. So, but the one that they opened 3 or so years ago on Curry Ford Road has closed. And owner Juliana Calloway, she said, she cited numerous reasons for the closure, business levels being one of them. So, but the good news is that Black Rooster on Mills is still open. There's actually a few more closings. Skybird, the juice bar and the smoothie place inside East End Market, it'll close July 21st after like 11 years of being in there. I think they were there from the very beginning.
They were, and they've been in there through almost every iteration. And to be quite honest, and I'm not trying to be a dick here, I never understood how they stayed open. I never saw anybody order anything from them because.
I've actually had their juice because I'm big on like fresh squeezed juices, and I would go there all the time and order it. They're a little pricey, but I mean, after 11 years, clearly that wasn't really a thing. But I was talking to John Reif, who owns East End Market, and he said that the new tenant that'll take over that space will be announced on August the 1st. So
good.
When they do, we'll be sure to let everyone know. So, and then there was another
Chonlu Garden,
place Bloodhound Brew on Conroy Road closed after 8 years, and then Chonlu Garden in the heart of Mills 50.
Right.
They're not closing permanently. They're temporarily closing for 4 months, and they're going to do like a complete floor to ceiling renovation, which will all but strip the restaurant of its like aging chinoiserie and replace it with like a more modern aesthetic. So kind of like its sister concept, Chuan Fu in Winter Park.
Good. All right, good. So who is Chef Dev? You said that he has a book signing today, but I don't know who Chef Dev is.
Chef Dev. So his name is actually Devin Rajkumar. He is a Guyanese Canadian celebrity chef. He's actually quite big up here. Is a super cool guy. He's a proud Toronto boy, and he's going to be in Orlando tonight at Singh's Roti Shop on Old Winter Garden Road. He'll be cooking and he'll be signing copies of his brand new book called Mad Love, which it kind of like features recipes honing in on the flavors of the Indian subcontinent and the West Indies, but more from like a global perspective. But like I said, he's a super nice guy, down to earth. He loves to engage and talk to people about food, and he'll be there from 7 to 11 p.m. at Singh's Roti Shop. Buy a book, maybe tell him I sent you, and maybe he'll give it to you for free, but I doubt it.
Very nice. Okay. Mm-hmm. Well, let's do some damage, buddy. You ready?
Oh, here we go.
Are you going to kidnap me? Is that what you mean by damage?
You can't ask someone if they're ready to be kidnapped.
Right,
you just do it.
I don't know.
All right, you and I are at EDC. We're enjoying ourselves. You go into a portalette, right?
Oh, at EDC?
Yeah, at EDC. Right?
Is he rolling?
We're raving our balls off, and you are rolling crazy, right? You come out of a portalette, and I come up behind you, and I put you in a sleeper hold. I lay you down soft.
I wiped.
Then I put you in a laundry basket, and I throw you over my shoulder and take you to my van. And I throw you in their heart. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm being disrespectful. It's I'm angry, and I don't know why, but I do. I throw you in. It's a Ford F-250 Econoline. No seats in the back. And there's some animal blood in there. I'm not going to explain it.
Do you pre-write this?
So, no, I'm
These
sorry.
are incredibly creative.
Straight off the dome, right?
This is fabulous.
So then we take you to an undisclosed area. It's a burned out Shoney's. And I don't really open the door and let you out. What I do is I open the doors and then get going in reverse and then slam on the brakes and have you just thrown out.
Oh, the famous slow roll.
That's right.
Just tuck and roll, Fias. Tuck and roll.
Is he still in the laundry basket?
He's still in the laundry bag, yep. So then I cut that open with a razor, hoping I don't cut you / not caring at all, actually. Then you find out you're in Cocoa Beach, and I look you dead in your face and I go, take me for a great steak. Take me for a great steak in Cocoa Beach. Where would I go for a good piece of meat in Cocoa Beach?
The one and only time I've actually had a steak in Cocoa Beach, and typically when it comes to steak, I like to grill those things at home.
Yeah, sure thing.
I can do just as good a job, but I was in Cocoa Beach a few years back at a restaurant called Cafe Margaux, Margaux, and I think it's right there in the Village. And they have like a lot of prime steaks on their menu. They have a really good wine list. And I think they've been there forever. They've been there for like 30, 40 years. I don't know, something like that. They've been there for a long time. And I remember having just like the best meal. They have all these quaint rooms inside the restaurant. They're all different. But I want to say that we sat outside that day because it was just so nice. But like I said, great wine list. The chef is... I want to say the chef is like half Turkish and half German.
Oh, wow.
So, you can get some really interesting things on the menu. It's sort of like a European-inspired menu. But like I said, great wine list. And in fact, if you go there during lunchtime, I think they give you like a free glass of wine.
Really?
But they constantly have all these wine events. And yeah, so and they have good steaks there. So they have prime steaks. I think they even have like Wagyu, Japanese Wagyu meatballs. And,
Never even heard of it. Cafe Margaux, but it's Margaux.
Margaux.
I'll be damned.
Cafe Margaux. It's right in the village. Like I said, it's been there forever. Good
Cocoa
steaks.
Village,
I think they even have like local beef there too, if you want to have some Florida beef.
That's
so
awesome.
It's I highly recommend it.
Very good.
On Brevard Ave, located in the Bel Air Courtyard.
There you go, man. Awesome.
Yeah.
I am just so impressed with his lucidity, considering he's just been carried around town in a laundry basket.
Oh, yeah.
And my
Jim mentioned steak, and that immediately
and my
brought me
concern,
back to
because
my
Jim
normal
drove
senses.
Jim drove the van from EDC all the way to Cocoa.
Oh, and by the way,
he's
I
tripping.
didn't tell you this. I took dirt roads the entire way.
Oh, great.
Oh, yeah. Those old ribbed up ones that used to bounce you off the bus seat.
With his pupils the size of
eat
saucer.
a lot of beef to replenish all that blood that I've lost.
No, that's animal blood.
Yeah, just animal blood.
Oh,
yeah. Don't ask.
I like that.
Well, buddy, as always, we wish you the best and thank you very much for your insight. Good and loud for our buddy, Mr. Fayez Cara.
Thank you.
If people
so
want to
much.
read all the wonderful things you write about the food scene here in Orlando, how would they do that?
OrlandoWeekly.com. Click on the Food and Drink channel, and you'll see all my reviews, all my stories, or you can check me out on Instagram at It's Fayez Cara.
Spell that name, please.
ITSFAIYAZKARA. And I'm on at Fayez Cara everywhere else.
You got it, buddy. Again, we appreciate everything. Have a great weekend, buddy. Good seeing you.
You too.
All right, buddy. All right, 407-916-1041. You can text us at 77031. Back in just one sec with more of the Jim Colbert Show. Thanks for joining us for Primetime Kitchen, brought to you by our friends over at Tools Ace Hardware. Look, guys, when you're dialing in your backyard for those special days, Tools has you covered with the best grills out there, Weber, Traeger, and of course, Big Green Egg. All the accessories you need, all the smoking wood you need, rubs, marinades, everything to make that outdoor experience amazing. You know, those family experiences are extremely special. Make sure you're doing it right with one of these great grills from our friends over at Tools Ace Hardware. With 11 locations in Central Florida, chances are you're right around the corner from your next dream grill. Find yours today at toolsacehardware.com.
From the Cool Today Weather Center, cooltoday.com.
I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Jessica Dobson with a check of your forecast for Central Florida. And today will be a hot day and drier than what we saw for most of yesterday. We do have about a 40 to 50% chance of some afternoon and evening showers and thunderstorms. These will likely take place mainly south of Orlando. Otherwise, temperatures will be hot and humid. Highs will be approaching the mid-90s. Even hotter temperatures arrive for this weekend with our heat indices approaching 110. From the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Jessica Dobson.
This report is sponsored by Rasmussen University.
At Rasmussen University, we offer a full suite of nursing programs from pre-licensure to doctoral, online and on campus. Programs vary by campus. Learn more at rasmussen.edu/Florida.
This summer, get a brand new grill at a great price from our friends over at Tools Ace Hardware. Have you been cooking on one of those rickety old grills and you're wondering why your food isn't tasting good? It's because you're not doing it right. You got to get one of these beautiful Traeger grills. You can get up to $300 off at Tools Ace Hardware. Get that wood-fired flavor when you cook for the family. Maybe if you do like propane grills, you got to step it up and get a good one from Napoleon, and up to $150 off there as well. But they also carry grills and pizza ovens from Big Green Egg, Weber, Rectac, Gosney, and Uni. And when you buy a grill from Tools Ace Hardware, check this out. You'll get free assembly and free local delivery on grill purchases $3.99 and up. It's Tools Ace, 13 convenient locations right here in Central Florida, or you can just shop online at acehardware.com. It's Tools Ace, your local helpful place.
Diabetes, high blood pressure, anxiety meds, everyone's on them. If you're a 40-year-old male, maybe a bit porky, and you may even have type 2 diabetes, $1 million of term life insurance may only cost you about $100 a month. Call Term Provider. Speak with Big Lou at 800-239-6000. 1749. Big Lou will find a term life policy for you even if you have type 2 diabetes, are overweight, or have high blood pressure. Term providers help thousands of people like you who think they can't afford term life insurance. To buy $1 million of affordable term life for you, all you need to do is call Big Lou at 800-239-1749. Lou will make sure the scales are tipped in your favor. Call 800-239-1749. Big Lou will answer your call and work to fit you into a term life policy that you can afford. Remember, Big Lou's like you. He's on meds too. For affordable term life insurance, call 800-239-1749. 800-239-1749 or biglou.com.
Are you drowning in IRS tax debt?
I owe the IRS $37,000.
Get ready for a toll-free hotline. Take advantage of new IRS tax forgiveness programs that may protect you from IRS collection agencies. They have the power to garnish your wages, put liens on your property, and levy your bank account. Civic Tax Relief can help protect you from the IRS.
Civic Tax Relief basically represented me against the IRS, and by the time everything was completed, I didn't owe the IRS anything.
Find out about the Fresh Start program that is now available through Civic Tax Relief. Civic Tax Relief's special tax hotline can help you discover all the relief programs available for free.
I would recommend anyone who has a tax problem to contact Civic Tax Relief.
Just call 800-506-5803. 800-506-5803. Don't wait. Call now. 800-506-5803. 800-506-5803.
Hey guys, do you want male performance in the bedroom and do you want it now? Get it in 47 seconds or less. For the first time, you can have instant male enhancement. Introducing Nox 47, the topical male enhancement that works in 47 seconds or less. Satisfaction guaranteed. Finally, after years of scientific research, our proprietary formula will allow you to perform in the bedroom like never before. Just imagine that little blue pill on steroids. No reason to settle and wait when you can get instant performance now. Forget about pills and potions that make you wait hours or up to 30 days to work. That's yesterday's news. Nox 47 is brand new. The hottest thing for men. And you don't need a prescription. Call now and get your free supply for a limited time.
Find out how to get Nox 47 for free. Call now, 800-683-7083. That's 800-683-7083. Free bottles for a limited time. Call 800-683-7083. That's 800-683-7083.
Russell Peters Relax World Tour.
I go, my parents are from India. She goes, oh, India. See, I knew India. Indian people, you have a big eyes and long eyelash like a cow. Wow, 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 wow.
August 1st, inside Hard Rock Event Center at Seminole Hard Rock, Tampa.
Wow, 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 wow. I didn't know what to do. I just tipped her one, thank you, bye-bye, and I left.
On sale now at casino.hardrock.com/Tampa or Ticketmaster.com. Russell Peters, Seminole Hard Rock, Tampa.
We need your help to protect your right to AM radio in your car. AM is always there in times of need with the key information for our community. The overwhelming majority of legislators support a bill to keep AM radio in cars, but time's running out. Please text the two letters AM to 52886 and ask Congress to bring this bill to the floor for a vote now.
Message and data rates may apply. You may receive up to 4 messages a month. Text stop to stop. A message from the station.
Divorce? Call Trinley and Kramer. TK Law. OneFirmForLife.com.
Radio. Real Radio. 104.1.
More Jim Colbert Show in 3, 2, 1.
Good job, Baez, with the comment of the day when Jimmy. Oh yeah, by the way, Jack, you need to pull that. When Jimmy said, "I laid you down soft," and Baez immediately came back with, "Hope I wiped."
What up, guys? Sport from Duval.
Duval?
That story about loading fires up in that van had me dying, man. Wow. My wife, dead face looks at me, calmly as ever, and goes, "Oh, he's done this before. That's why he's taking the back roads. He's avoiding the cameras." You made my wife a believer that you have committed murder, my man.
Oh, stop it.
Later.
I think you need to worry about your wife. She knew all about that reason for taking the back roads.
I would never lay a hand on my sweet friend, Mr. Fayaskar. He's the greatest.
Yeah, you would.
He is the greatest. I'm so glad I got to help introduce him to a few more people. He is genuinely one of the coolest people. If you ever get a chance, if we're out and around and you see Fayez, please stop him and talk to him. He is impossible not to like. Fayez is impossible not to like. He is the coolest dude. All right, 407-916-1041. Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show here on Real Radio. I am Jim. There's Deb.
Hello.
Jack is here as well.
Yeah.
We'll have another keyword for you at the top of the hour. Pay is the one right now. You got a few minutes, about 7 or so, to get over to realradio.fm and try to win that money. We will have a fresh one at the top of the hour. Also at the top of the hour, Anjali Vaya is going to call us. Zoom in. She's the executive director for United Against Poverty. We talked about this a little bit yesterday. These guys had a catastrophe at their facility on Michigan Avenue, and unfortunately, for a nonprofit that really does help out a number of people who just need help, whether it be from homeless or people who are mentally ill and out there, veterans. A lot of people reach out to United Against Poverty for help. And unfortunately, this roof collapse pretty much put an end to their medical clinic, which is absolutely necessary, especially with this heat that's going on right now. People needing services, they can get them cheaply there.
And stay out of the emergency room.
And stay out of the emergency room. Again, another thing that we learned over and over as homeless people need medical help, they call the emergency room, and that's the only thing they have. But with clinics like the one at the United Against Poverty, it gives them an opportunity to get that medical care, simple medical care that they would need without, burdening the system for people because they don't have any other choices, So we'll talk to her a little bit and see if we can help raise that money to get that roof fixed so they can get that back open.
Yeah, and if you care to donate, we made it easy. We created a link to their website at realradio.fm/give.
Yeah.
You type realradio.fm/give, and it'll go right to their donation page.
Yeah, and she is very cool. The people who run this facility are all just, from the heart kind of people. They really are. It's cool to start relationships, and this is a new one for us. This is kind of a faction of Heart of Florida United Way. My apologies and thanks.
It's a long name.
But this is kind of a faction of that. So we like supporting facilities like this that help people who need help.
Well, it's a national problem, an international problem, but the solutions often start local.
Yeah, they do. And and we'll talk to her, and hopefully we can lend a hand and get some people out there to give a hand.
And a lot of times, that poverty includes folks who have a full-time job.
Yeah, that's true, yeah.
Don't have to be homeless. They could just be, just not being able to make ends meet.
On my visit through, there was a classroom full of people being retrained so they could get back out there in the job market and get themselves self-reliant, which is their goal, to get people out there that can be self-reliant. They offer grocery stores and things of that nature where you can buy groceries very cheap through donations from major, from Cisco, Publix, Winn-Dixie. They provide a lot of this stuff that you can get for very affordable prices.
And that's why it's really important, like if you have old suits that you're not wearing or, ties that are still in decent condition, maybe since the pandemic you're not wearing them as much. It helps when you donate that stuff because then these folks going through that job training oftentimes are given vouchers to be able to go to thrift stores and be able to get that suit, that purse, those shoes, so that when they show up to a job interview, they're dressed the part.
And this is cool because they even have like a toy section because they do have a lot of single mothers that come in here. And you do have to qualify to be able to get involved at United Against Poverty. This is not just an open door thing where people come in and get stuff. And I know that's a big problem with a lot of people. This is not that way. You have to qualify to use the facility. You have to make a certain amount of money. When I say that, you have to make a certain amount of little money.
Right. Below the poverty line.
Which is the which is the qualifying number. And as sad as that is, but it does come into play for a lot of people here in Orlando. And the facility is clean. It's nice. They do the best they can with the building they have, which is very, very old. And again, hopefully we can spread some light on that and get some people in there to get it fixed. That's what we want to do. All right, 407-916-1041.
That's right.
Yeah. I'm just thinking about something here real quick before I move forward. Yeah. Just real quick for you. When I read the story this morning about the parks closing the swimming areas.
Yeah.
How many gators do you have to see I mean, and I'm kind of being serious. I mean, you think it's one. Is it just one? Do you have to just see activity before they shut it down? I mean,
well, I think it's still alligator mating season, so that could be part of it.
But usually those waters are so cold that the gators don't like going in there. Matter of fact, that's what we've heard about Blue Springs forever.
And that's why I asked if global warming had any effect on the water temperature of spring water, or if it was still coming up at like a 72 degrees or whatever it is.
Yeah, 72 degrees almost year round like that. That's what Silver Glen is. That's all the ones I know that it's like that.
So probably the increased activity is, so we're out of alligator mating season, right? That's May and June. But now we have females, which can be very territorial and protective of their nest. And that takes place from June and early July. Eggs generally hatch in late August or early September. So maybe they're just seeing a lot of females building nests and they think, curious kids, people with dogs in their canoes don't need to be taking the chance.
Now, I'm not super familiar with a lot of these places. It's been years since I've been out there. But again, you would think there'd be so much human activity that gators wouldn't be attracted to places like that because there's so many other places they could go. We were always told that, they don't want to be around you no more. You want to be around them, that you're not really a food source per se. But
you're not unless you feed them.
Right, exactly.
And then you teach them, hey, that thing on two legs. Wonder how they taste.
It's got some hamburgers.
Crunchy on the outside, chewy on the inside.
Perfect. Like a good chocolate chip.
Like a Twix bar.
Oh. All right, 407-916-1041. All right, back in a sec, we'll have a keyword for you for another opportunity for you to win $1,000. And Anjali Vaya joins us as well.
All the cool kids are doing it, and you want to be like the cool kids, don't you? Well, don't you? The Talkback feature on the free iHeartRadio app. Follow Real Radio 104.1, tap the microphone, and speak.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Traffic is still stop and go on I-4 this afternoon in the Orlando area, east and westbound by the major attractions exits. Looking at a crash blocking 2 westbound lanes on the beach line, causing heavy delays between Innovation Way and the Greenway Toll Plaza. If you happen to see any other traffic problems today, just make sure to call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. With traffic, I'm Samantha Canning.
This report is sponsored by Early Learning Coalition of Osceola County.
Want to give your child a learning experience that's free, fun, and gets them ready for the future? The voluntary pre-kindergarten program is your answer. It's available at no cost to any 4-year-old child residing in the state of Florida. Visit our website at elcosceola.org. That's elcosceola.org.
The Florida Hometown Heroes program for down payment assistance has been funded with $100 million as of July 1st. Now, this gives all eligible first-time homebuyers, or if you have not owned a home for the past 3 years, and all veterans and active duty military, you may be eligible for down payment assistance funds up to $35,000. This is not a scam. Find out today if you're eligible for this money by starting your pre-approval application at thatmortgageguyDon.com. Do not wait too long. Last year, the $100 million program was funded in July, and the money was all given out by December. It's peace of mind at your fingertips, so don't miss the boat. Compare your quote at thatmortgageguyDon.com.
Don't miss the boat. Compare your quote with thatmortgageguyDon.com.
I'm Mark Anajar. I'm Glenn Levine. I'm Ellie Anajar. Together, we're Anajar and Levine. If you've been hurt in a car crash, we'll fight to get you the maximum compensation you deserve.
Call Anajar and Levine for your free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE.
In Office Orlando.
Don't let spring allergies make you miserable. Try the quick, drug-free solution trusted by over 4 million people, Navage. Only Navage uses suction to flush out your sinuses using refreshing saline, helping you breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier. And here's even better news. Navage is now available at your local Sam's Club in a great new value pack. It's everything you need to start breathing better immediately at Sam's guaranteed best price. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E. Breathe easy.
Wow. Biden's at it again.
Inflation, rising costs for everything. What now?
Try big government control of our Medicare drug benefit.
The more I hear, the more it seems we can't afford Biden's Medicare agenda.
They're right.
And it's because seniors are already feeling the pain of Biden's drug coverage changes, with almost 2 million forced from their plans and spiked premiums for nearly 5 million more. Now, Congress wants to expand the Biden Medicare agenda even more, but studies show Biden's plan will restrict access, shrink coverage, and limit availability of needed drugs for all seniors. Thankfully, Senator Rick Scott is a champion for Medicare drug coverage. Call him at 202-224-3121. Urge him to stop Biden's radical Medicare changes by opposing S 1246 now. Paid for by Seniors for Better Care.
Splish splash, Central Florida. Are you underwater in your current ride? RC Hill here from RC Hill Mitsubishi. If you're going off the deep end in a car you hate, bring it to me, and I'll give you up to $5,000 more than Kelley Blue Book value. At RC Hill Mitsubishi, we're all about affordability, so you could drive a nicer, newer car today, like the brand new 2024 Outlander. $1 down, $399 a month, including taxes and fees, and save up to $8,500. You can check out the 2024 Mirage, 43 miles per gallon, lifetime warranty, $219 per month, including tax and fees. So if you're sinking in a car that's stinking, bring it to me, and you could get up to $5,000 more than Kelley Blue Book value. RC Hill has hand-picked, certified used cars on sale this month. But hurry, a deal this good will dry up soon. I'm RC Hill. I'm your car dealer next door. Visit me at rchill.com. That's rchill.com.
$1 down requires bank approval. Example, stock number 1574. $1 down, $289 per month for 84 months at 5.9 APR. Visit rchill.com for details.
If you had $1 million in 2009, today it would be worth less than $700,000. Thank you, big government. Hedge against runaway inflation with gold from Birch Gold Group. Birch Gold will help you convert an existing IRA or 401k into a tax-sheltered IRA in physical gold. I trust Birch Gold, and you can too.
Text the word SHELTER to the number 989898 and get a free, no-obligation info kit on gold. Text SHELTER to 989898 today.
Want to win a free motorcycle? I'm Orlando attorney Mo DeWitt, and I'm giving away a free motorcycle valued up to $20,000. All you have to do is go to bikerswinorlando.com. That's bikerswinorlando.com. Enter today at bikerswinorlando.com.
Can you turn that thing off? You're scaring away the fish.
Yeah, well, the fish aren't biting, but my wife sure is. This is the 4th text message about the kids acting up while I've been away. Never seen this emoji before. Looks like her hair's on fire. What do you suppose that means?
It means you should have given her a Just Because gift from International Diamond Center before you left for this trip. Come on, learn from the master.
Ask any wife. It feels great to be appreciated and loved beyond special occasions, just because. After all, she's not your roommate. Tell her how much she means to you, even if it isn't a birthday or an anniversary. IDC can lend a hand with everything from gorgeous designer jewelry to diamond classics like eternity bands, earrings, and pendants. And you know the prices at IDC are the guaranteed lowest.
Uh-huh, big man. Now there goes your phone.
Says she misses me and have a great time. Love, your best catch ever.
International Diamond Center. When you're up the creek at home, we're here for you. Just because. 4 Orlando locations.
Finds Torres! Oh, what a strike! What an absolutely ridiculous goal!
Orlando City is heading to the Northeast as the Lions take on New England on Saturday, July 17th at 7:30 p.m. Tune in on FM 96.9 The Game and watch on any device on the Apple TV app. Don't forget to tune in an hour before the match at 6:30 to catch Kickoff Minus 60 airing exclusively on the Lion Nation app.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because you deserve better. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS FM Cocoa Beach, Orlando, an iHeart radio station, the exclusive audio home of NBC's coverage of the 2024 Paris Olympics.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, BANK. B-A-N-K. Bank. Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
This is the Jim Colbert Show. Take us with you for free on the iHeartRadio app.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1, 407-916-1041. Text us, 77031. Your 5 o'clock keyword is bank, B-A-N-K. Go to realradio.fm and send that off for your chance at $1,000. Guys, it's bank, B-A-N-K. That is your 5 o'clock keyword. Good luck. Remember, if you're playing the game, keep your phone near, turn it on, and answer it when they call.
Good luck.
I'm Jim. There's Deb.
Hello.
Jack is here as well.
Hi there.
This story hit my heart, and the reason why is I know one of the young ladies who runs this facility. I took a tour of this facility not that long ago, and did that for the sole purpose of possibly creating a relationship with these guys down the road so that we could help them raise money so that they can provide for the people in Orlando that can't provide for themselves, get them a hand up, not a hound out, and get them retrained and back out there being self-sustainable. But they had a really, really tragic thing happen to them this past week or so. Their roof collapsed in on their medical clinic, which is so important and vital to them. You guys welcome Anjali Vaya to the show.
Yay! Woo!
She's the executive director for United Against Poverty down on Michigan. Anjali, how you doing?
I am doing great, and thank you for, having us on the show to talk about this very critical situation that has happened at United Against Poverty in downtown Orlando, the SoDo district.
Yeah. I've known Carly for a little bit now. I've known her husband for many, many years, and we started the relationship with Heart of Florida a while back. And when she came over to you guys, she called and said, "Hey, man, I think you'd really be interested in helping this out because of what they do for downtown Orlando." Can you take a few minutes, Angeline, and explain exactly what United Against Poverty provides people here in Orlando?
Yes, for the last 22 years, this location has been really a very strong service on food insecurity. With the SoDo district, if you're looking at the Paramore, Pine Hills, OBT, surrounding us on a 10-mile radius, there are food deserts, on that radius. And so we have a member share grocery program that is that's one of our flagship programs where any individual or family that's under the 200% federal poverty level can come in and pick out with dignity the items they need, whether it be fresh produce, milk, eggs, meat, you name it. It feels just like a grocery center to where you can pick out the items and make a nutritious meal for your family. Now, this saves the family 60 to 70% compared to a traditional grocery store, to where the individual or family can then take that money and put it into different resources like, rent. As you know, Central Florida has become obnoxious with the cost of living and the rental fees that we're seeing surrounding the area. We also have our crisis center, which we call the Life Enrichment Center. And the crisis center is really the starting point. So in this, we navigate anyone, whether the individual is homeless, whether they, have lost their job, or whether they need to apply for SNAP benefits. This is a certified DCF center, so our navigators will navigate you, create a sustainability right away. We have an emergency food pantry in there, as well as an emergency medical office in there. And that is where the roof has gone down.
Yeah.
And our third program is our workforce program, and that is our success training employment program. So once an individual or family is in a safe and has shelter, we then have a workforce program. It's free. It's 4 weeks. And you can enroll into it. You can learn. We really do go through a lot of emotional intelligence and financial literacy, and really teaching them all the soft skills as well as get you workforce ready. And in 4 weeks, you then graduate. And we have mock interviews with companies like Disney, Universal, you name it, the hospitality sector. Tons and tons of different partners, 218 partners that come on site to hire from us. So, again, everything at Up Orlando, United Against Poverty, is about, empowering the individual to self-sufficiency, and to give them that economic empowerment to self-sufficiency. That's our mission.
Yeah, and I got to tell you, we just got a text in that said they were so happy that we were supporting you guys. I got a brief visit about a month and a half ago, Anjali, and I have to tell you, it was just wonderful. Everybody was so inspirational, and they're really, again, working out of their heart. The facility is, could be better. It's a very old building, and of course, we know it's old now. The roof collapsed onto the medical clinic, which is awful. And I know that Carly was telling me that you guys, did raise about $110,000, but you're going to need about $150 to fix that. How close are we now?
So we are looking at, actually, I have bad news. It's not just 150 because I have to actually gut out all the molds as well, because that whole clinic, between the roof and the ceiling, there is insulation, and there was a tarp that was there to protect the air conditioner, and that basically became a swimming pool on the top, and that's really what started to collapse.
Oh, my goodness.
So we are looking at actually gutting that whole entire office space. It's about 4,000 square feet, and we're going to have to treat the mold as well. So we're looking at about, anywhere from $180,000 to $200,000 on that whole charge, and that includes gutting it and fixing the roof. Of course, we are taking money out of our reserves on whatever we don't get, which is never a good thing for a nonprofit. So anything anybody wants to contribute is going towards that. We are about still anywhere from $40,000 to $50,000 short. You know how it is with the contractors, what they tell us and where we end up. I usually like to give ourselves a little buffer.
Right.
But that's where we're at right now. We have some quotes on how to get this work. Hopefully, we start beginning some of this work next week, and we can hopefully try to become operational within 2 weeks. But, yes, it is a really huge loss to the community because in this Life Enrichment Center, we also hub 18 other nonprofits. So, other nonprofits in the area, because Up Orlando really is a wraparound service because we're sustaining the individual throughout their journey. So even if it is a service that we don't offer, for example, the iDignity Career Source, the Homeless Service Network, they are all our partners, so they utilize the space and they come into our offices. So individually, on a daily basis, the center sees anywhere just that specific portion where the roof damage is, sees anywhere from about 150 to 180 individuals that it helps. And that's how many emergency hygiene and food kits that we give out for free out of that wing where this roof damage is. So it's a huge loss to the community. It's not, just to myself as an executive director. I feel terrible that the doors are closed on that sector. So the earlier I get operational, the better it is.
Yeah, very good. Talking to Angelique Valla, the executive director of United Against Poverty.
Angelique, obviously the money is paramount because you need a roof, right? There's no way around that, and you need to get rid of that mold. And uporlando.org is the website. We also link to it on our website, and we encourage everyone to make a donation if you can. But what other, besides money, do you take clothes for the people who are looking for work? And how would you describe some of the things that you'd want people to be able to donate? Because I know we mentioned it before the break, and we had some listeners asking us about what type of clothes and how they can help.
Oh.
Yes, we do take workforce clothing, and our Success Training Employment Program actually is graduating next week. We have 20 students that are graduating, and so when they are in class, we do take gently used suits, workforce clothing, women and men. And again, these individuals, we have a clothing closet. You can just drop it in at uporlando.org on 150 West Michigan. We will take the clothes. But yes, it's a huge, huge, huge help when we do get those clothes in the workforce, specifically men. We usually have we have a hard time getting the clothes for men.
Okay.
All right, you there?
Yes, I am.
Okay,
and also for emergency food pantry, we do have items that we look for in there. And again, these items could be rice and canned items. We do take can openers, anything that you can think of that is an emergency food item. We do have an emergency food pantry and a hygiene pantry. So if anybody wants to donate canned goods and beans and rice and things like that, we do take those items as well.
For sure.
Can openers, you wouldn't think of small appliances like that, but you're right. What's the good of canned food if you can't open the can?
Absolutely. And I got to tell you, when you go to this grocery store they have, and again, you have to qualify to go in there. She's right. I mean, it's amazing how much money you can safe through these donors that provide that. It really is. And the food is nutritious. It's not junk food. That's the good thing as well. I mean, it really is an amazing facility, and we want you to help as much as you possibly can. We understand things are tight, but if you do have a few extra bucks and you could kick it that way, maybe some clothes or things like that to help, these guys could really use it. They do good things for the city. And if I remember Carly telling me right, you guys sustain yourself on quite a bit of donated money, do you not?
Yes, we do, and we are grant funded by the City of Orlando, Orange County. We are funded by a lot of our corporate partners as well. So yes, and of course, individuals that support us as well. It takes a community to keep a nonprofit like us operational. So thank you to all of our community partners, as well as both the city and Orange County for everything that all the individuals that live in Central Florida do for Up Orlando, because it's 22 years, Jimmy. So that's a long time that we've been here for.
Yeah, for sure. Well, Angie, look, I know you're busy and I know you're on the road, and we appreciate your time to take a few minutes to give us a call and tell everybody about what you guys do over there, so that when they do donate a few bucks, they know it's actually going to a great cause. Guys, good and loud for Angela Vaya.
Yay! Woo!
Angela, we'll keep that website up so that people can donate through the weekend, and it'll always be there for you, okay?
All right. Well, thank you, and blessings to everyone.
You got it for sure. All right, there you go. Angela Vaya.
Blessings to you for all the good work you do.
Yeah, it's great, man. Yeah, and the funny thing is, if you ever wanted to get a vibe on how these facilities run, and we've worked with a number of these throughout, the one over in Maitland. What was that one again, Jack? The one that helps the kids who have had passed away family members.
Hope.
Yeah, it's hope, something hope. But basically, what they do is if you've had a family member that's passed,
I'm on it.
They provide you with counseling, and with other people who've done that, we support those guys. But all of these facilities, they're all good people, and you can take tours of them. If you don't believe us, if you hear it,
New Hope for Kids.
New Hope for
New
Kids,
Hope
very
for
nice.
Kids.
If you hear something that we support like that and you go, well, I'm not 100% sure I want to do, you look, man, make a call. These guys give tours all the time. They'll gladly walk you through the facility and show you exactly what they do and where your donation goes. They have no problem doing that whatsoever. There's nothing to hide there. Completely transparent.
The thing I love is that they're offering families the opportunity to have food like milk, eggs, bread in their home instead of just processed, overly,
And these guys are on the come up, Deb, because they just got a big donation last week to be able to, they were able to quadruple their ability to keep colder foods, which was really small before, but now they have a nice big freezer section, so they're able to have more volume as well. So they really are on the come up, and this is a facility that can really help a lot of people in Central Florida. It's United Against Poverty Orlando. It's uporlando.org.
But all you need to do really is go to Real Radio
realradio.fm/give, and it'll go right to their donation page.
Absolutely.
There you go.
There you go.
Get some money.
All right, 407-916-1041. Text us at 77031. Back in a sec with more of the Jim Colbert Show.
All aboard for Real Yacht Rock Weekends. Every weekend this summer on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Traffic is still stop and go on I-4 this afternoon in the Orlando area, east and westbound by the major attractions exits. Looking at a crash blocking 2 westbound lanes on the beach line, causing heavy delays between Innovation Way and the Greenway Toll Plaza. If you happen to see any other traffic problems today, just make sure to call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. With traffic, I'm Samantha Canning.
This report is sponsored by Early Learning Coalition of Osceola County.
Want to give your child a learning experience that's free, fun, and gets them ready for the future? The voluntary pre-kindergarten program is your answer. It's available at no cost to any 4-year-old child residing in the state of Florida. Visit our website at elcosceola.org. That's elcosceola.org.
Jim Colbert Show question of the day. You find it in our YouTube chat today. We invite you to watch the show there. It's brought to you by the Home Builders Network. Connect with them at hbnusa.com. Why? Well, that's who you call when you need something done around the home. New windows and doors? Well, Home Builders Network recently nominated by Orlando's Best for Best Windows and Doors. Maybe you need a new roof like I did a year ago. Guess what? This year, a Best of Florida nominee for Best Roofing Contractor. That's Mike the Home Builder and his team of professionals at the Home Builders Network. Reach out to Mike and his team when you need something done around the house with great quality, great installation, excellent service, all at a fair price. Go to hbnusa.com.
Divorce? Call Trinley and Kramer, TK Law, onefirmforlife.com.
Did your mobile provider just increase their prices again? Switch to Spectrum Mobile, the nation's fastest growing mobile provider. With Spectrum Mobile, you get unlimited talk, text, and data, plus nationwide 5G. Switching to Spectrum Mobile has never been easier. We'll pay off your phone balance up to $2,500. Stop dealing with price hikes from your cell phone company. Get Spectrum Mobile. Visit spectrum.com/itpays-to-switch for full details. Offer subject to change. Service not available in all areas. Restrictions apply.
I'm Mark Anajar. I'm Glenn Levine. I'm Ellie Anajar. Together, we're Anajar and Levine. If you've been hurt in a car crash, we'll fight to get you the maximum compensation you deserve.
Call Anajar and Levine for your free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE.
In Office Orlando.
Don't let spring allergies make you miserable. Try the quick, drug-free solution trusted by over 4 million people. Navage. Only Navage uses suction to flush out your sinuses using refreshing saline, helping you breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier. And here's even better news. Navage is now available at your local Sam's Club in a great new value pack. It's everything you need to start breathing better immediately at Sam's guaranteed best price. Navage. Navage. Breathe easy.
Diabetes, high blood pressure, anxiety meds, everyone's on them. If you're a 50-year-old male, maybe a bit porky, and you may even have type 2 diabetes, $1 million of term insurance may only cost you about $200 a month. Call Term Provider. Speak with Big Lou at 800-239-1749. Big Lou will find a term life policy for you even if you have type 2 diabetes, are overweight, or have high blood pressure. Term Provider has helped thousands of people like you who think they can't afford term life insurance. To buy $1 million of affordable term life for you, all you need to do is call Big Lou at 800-239-1749. Lou will make sure the scales are tipped in your favor. Call 800-239-1749. Big Lou will answer your call and work to fit you into a term life policy that you can afford. Remember, Big Lou's like you. He's on meds too. Call 800-239-1749, 800-239-1749, or biglou.com.
Create the perfect backyard this summer with Tools Ace Hardware. Tools Ace Hardware carries the best brands in outdoor cooking like Big Green Egg, Weber, Napoleon, Uni, Gosney, Rectech, and more. Tools also carries Polywood outdoor furniture made from durable recycled plastic that will last for years and won't fade. Tools has Adirondack chairs, rocking chairs, seating, and dining sets in stock and can special order any item quickly. Get free assembly and local delivery on any grill or patio furniture purchase $3.99 and up. Tools Ace has 13 convenient locations in Central Florida, or you can shop online at acehardware.com for free in-store pickup or delivery. It's Tools Ace, the backyard place.
I had a radio listener call me after an accident. The insurance company offered him $700. He hired me that day, and we were covered $100,000. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Potential clients may not obtain same or similar results. Mo DeWitt, Orlando's injury attorney.
Splish Splash, Central Florida. Are you underwater in your current ride? RC Hill here from RC Hill Mitsubishi. If you're going off the deep end in a car you hate, bring it to me, and I'll give you up to $5,000 more than Kelley Blue Book value. At RC Hill Mitsubishi, we're all about affordability, so you could drive a nicer, newer car today, like the brand new 2024 Outlander. $1 down, $399 a month, including taxes and fees, and save up to $8,500. You can check out the 2024 Mirage, 43 miles per gallon, lifetime warranty, $219 per month, including tax and fees. So if you're sinking in a car that's stinking, bring it to me, and you could get up to $5,000 more than Kelley Blue Book value. RC Hill has hand-picked, certified used cars on sale this month. But hurry, a deal this good will dry up soon. I'm RC Hill. I'm your car dealer next door. Visit me at rchill.com. That's rchill.com.
$1 down requires bank approval. Example, stock number 1574. $1 down, $289 per month for 84 months at 5.9 APR. Visit rchill.com for details.
The Medal of Honor is the highest military decoration in the United States. Since it was established in 1861, there have been 3,517 people awarded with the medal. I'm Malcolm Gladwell, and our new podcast from Pushkin Industries and iHeartMedia is about those heroes. Listen to Medal of Honor, Stories of Courage on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and search Medal of Honor, Stories of Courage.
For all your windows and doors, go to FASWD.com. That's FASWD.com.
Real Radio is on X at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
At work, just pretend you're on a Zoom call with us. Your mic is off. Your mic is off. The Jim Colbert Show on YouTube. Subscribe and watch.
Hey, Colbert Show. Was just catching up on podcast and about the actors, if you don't mind me chiming in on that. For a male, it's Neil Patrick Harris, and for a female, Anna Kendrick. Both of them are just always so clunky and just, whatever. They're just the ones that get under my skin for no reason whatsoever. Anyways, have a great day.
Thanks, buddy.
Best television bad guy, Gustavo Fring from Breaking Bad. Now, fast food experience. I went to a place that may or may not be a chicken place from Kentucky, and they made me go sit in a parking spot. I was there for 15 minutes watching people behind me get their orders, finally called them, and they'd forgotten me.
Yeah.
Brought out fresh stuff and hooked me up with a little bit of extra, so I'll give them that, but still.
Good afternoon, gang. So I used to work at a fast food restaurant. I'm pretty sure that most of them have you pull up because of the timer that is on those windows. If a car is there for over like a minute and 15, you start to get bad grades on your store as a location.
Yeah.
And it really sucks to be the person, hey, can you go pull up there real quick?
Yeah.
That happened to you.
Yeah, it did happen to me. 407-916-1041. Your 5 o'clock keyword is bank, BANK. Go to realradio.fm and send it off for your chance at $1,000. And we know it works.
Why? How do we know that it works, Jim Colbert?
Well, we need to confirm this. Jack has to go through all the confirmation hearings at iHeart Corporate.
Yeah. Why?
Because we had a 4 o'clock winner.
Yay!
That's right, 4 o'clock winner. Don't know the guy's name, but he said, guys, just won that $1,000. I'm like, love it.
We'll take it.
3 for the week.
That's right. By the way, welcome back. I am Jim. There's Deb.
Hello.
Jack is here as well.
I am. I really am.
You are. You really are.
And you really, really like me.
You really are. I got something to tell you guys. I don't know.
Oh, here comes confession time, everybody.
No, it's not a confession.
Gather round.
Something weird just happened in the bathroom.
Oh, no.
Oh, confession time, everybody.
Did the skin tag start talking?
And what makes this more...
Were you alone or with someone else?
I was by myself.
Ooh.
Not with my wife. Okay, so I'll approach this gingerly because I don't know how to... there aren't many people in this building, right?
Correct.
There aren't many people here.
Like, especially on the Friday at this time?
Right, yeah.
No, but all day it's been weird.
All day it has been a light day today.
Oh, wow.
And Deb and I were leaving yesterday afternoon, and as we were going down, we saw a rando in the atrium that we did not recognize. And for you people who do not know, at past 5 o'clock in this, you have to buzz yourself into the building. Not even to get up to our suite, which is a completely different set of circumstances and security there. I mean, you have to even get into the building past 5 or 6 o'clock. You have to have access or have somebody in. So
keep talking.
I just went to the restroom a minute ago, and I went into that last stall. You know where that is, right?
Yeah, it's my favorite, too. It's the only one I'll use.
Right.
The handicrapper.
To go. Now, I didn't have to do that because you don't have time to do that now.
No.
But I went back there just to go to the, and which is weird. I usually go to the urinals. And there was something in there.
In the toilet?
Yeah, there was something in the
Like
toilet.
a baby?
A floater?
Yeah, it wasn't
Drugs?
one. It wasn't one or two.
Oh, no. Come on.
So I don't know what it was in the water, but it looks strikingly similar to that other.
No.
Buddy, I'm
Number
telling
3?
you. Yes.
No.
What's number 3?
You do the math.
Well, I mean, it could be vomit.
Yeah, it wasn't
Okay,
vomit.
that's number 4.
Yeah, vomit. I've thrown up. It wasn't vomit, but I don't.
Ew.
What does this have to do with the stranger you saw yesterday?
I'm saying, there's nobody in this building. It's just us.
Well,
so that means now I don't know. Of course, I haven't been in the stall today.
Could it be Larry?
That is where he goes to get change. And this is about the time he does it.
You can't say that. You can't say that. Don't say that.
I'm going to say
listen
that.
to me. Do not say it. Don't you dare say it.
I'm going to say
Don't
it.
say it. I'm telling you not to say that. That is
Larry.
No, it's not. Yeah,
Don't
there's
think
no
it's
evidence. There's no evidence at all. For one thing, there's no evidence that's what it is. But it's flush
It wasn't
now.
that good of a news story.
It's flush. I didn't bring my phone, or I would have taken a picture of it.
You got to bring your phone to the bathroom.
No. Because I bring my
about
phone.
12 people in here today.
Yeah.
Well,
but I mean,
in the
what I'm saying
afternoon.
is, it could have been all day. I mean, I don't know because
True.
I just got here, 1:30. So I do not know. Who does it at work?
You guys are gross.
I don't think.
You don't think that's what it was,
No.
Jack? I got to tell you.
Well, I didn't see it. I don't know. You laid eyes on it.
It bore a striking resemblance.
What did it taste like?
Oh.
Jack, Jesus H, dude. Coconut.
Probably not.
Aptly. Nobody, you don't do that at work, though, right? Nobody does that at work.
Yeah, not recently.
No. Jack said not today.
Well, it's been a while.
You've done it at work?
What's the last the overnight hurricane shift we had?
Oh, Jack.
No, I'm kidding. Hey, you're here all night. Come on.
Cat 3 really gets you going, huh?
You can't make it 18 hours, dude.
I'm lucky if I make it 12.
What was your first reaction?
Well, I went in there and because you put the seat up because even if you're not doing the thing, and at just as I was about to start, I was like, "What is that?" Because I thought at first somebody just came in and blew their nose in there and then just didn't flush it. That's what I thought.
And it could have been that. More likely that.
Okay, so what you don't just coach's hanky it into the toilet.
Yeah.
You usually grab some toilet paper, then you blow in there, and then you throw it away and flush it.
People have done that. Yes. However, also a bug's been going around. Is it possible that could have been like some phlegm that someone coughed up?
Buddy, I got to tell you, it could.
Yeah.
It could. But usually when you cough up stuff like that, it has a tint to it. Some kind of tint. It's got like a green or some kind of tint.
Did you pressure wash it?
It's got a bit of a hue.
A hue?
Did you pressure wash it to check the viscosity? See if you could spray it up the rim?
around?
That's a damn good question.
Did you move it around with your fire hose?
I did not try to battleship it.
You should have tried to battleship it. You could have tested its viscosity.
No.
Could have given us a better idea of what it was.
It dove and then came back in one piece.
Texters want to point out Ryan Holmes had an alibi. He was not in the building today.
He was not in there today, yeah.
They had a remote
Nobody from
broadcast.
the Monsters, for sure. That's what makes it even more mysterious.
Yeah, all of our money would have been on them.
yeah, that's what even makes it. I don't think it was Sean or C-Lane. I know that would definitely not Sean.
Yeah, he doesn't know how to get here.
Yeah.
He couldn't get into the building without three people helping him.
He winds up in Cocoa. Does he even? Oh yeah, he does remember. I saw him here a couple weeks ago.
He knows how to get here, but
Yeah.
he
ain't been
can't
here.
access. He can't open the door.
Literally,
that's right.
He's been here like once in the last 3 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It probably wasn't. But you don't do that at work, right? I mean, nobody does that at work. Nobody's doing that at work, right?
2 is a wet 3. Wait. Okay.
Why is no one answering me on this? You've done that at work?
No.
Have you done that at work?
No.
Okay, I was going to say, you guys.
Yeah. Never.
You guys.
Here.
I mean,
Never here.
2 out of 3 ain't bad. You've never here?
Did I say that?
Stop. All right, 407. What?
What? I didn't say anything.
Stop it, Deborah. Don't put that out there. Do not put that out there that you've done that here.
No.
You know what you don't need?
Deborah.
You don't need that look at this building. You don't need that in this building.
Hey, you're the one who found it in your bathroom.
Yeah.
You don't find it in ours.
Yeah, well, of course. There's no it to find.
Well, then you ain't doing it right.
Yeah, maybe not. All right, 407 916-104. We do have trivia coming up in a second. What are you laughing at?
Somebody
What
said
is
maybe
wrong
it was
with
a
you?
Octua.
Could have been the result of a Haktua. It is amazing how far that went.
I know.
It is amazing how far that went. And that girl did she did a video like saying, these are the 3 things that my life has changed. And I'm like, I do not care.
Right,
Do not want to hear you talk. Could care less about any thought you may or may not have. You got lucky.
Right.
Ride it into the sunset. Make all the dough you can. Sell all the merch you can. You will be one. Look, this will be the Hawktua thing. Maybe the viral moment of 2024. By the way, I mean that
So far.
I've not
Happy
seen.
you're done. Yeah, nothing is beat it.
I've not seen anything that hit the road running like that Hawktua thing.
Didn't mean that.
What are you laughing at now, Deborah?
Nothing beat it. There she goes.
Did somebody just type that? That my voice makes them go number 3?
Yes, they did.
Where? No.
Oh, it says it in the text service.
Oh,
for
yeah.
Mobile 77031. Thank
We
you,
know-
sir.
Yeah.
Is it a sir?
I don't know. It was funnier when we thought it was.
yeah. Way funnier. Yeah. If that's in the women's bathroom, run. Yeah. Or don't smell the stairwell. All right, 407 916 104.
Enjoy your dinner, folks.
Yeah. Who eats at 5:30? Nobody eats at 5:30 anymore. What's your average time you eat dinner? Like, well,
Well,
for
for
you,
me, it's 7:30.
7:30, 8 o'clock?
Yeah.
Does she have it waiting when you get home?
Yeah.
Does she really?
It's so great. It is. I have, and I realize, so when I go straight home and, if I don't have to stop, get home, grab the mail, come in, and, don't have to take the dog out anymore. But
Jack, too soon.
Jack.
Too soon.
sit down, eat. There is a moment. Then I go make my old fashioned.
Right. It's an automatic every day?
I don't say every day sounds like I have a problem.
Yeah.
Just like
No, you have a job, so
Yeah.
every day. There's not a problem with that.
there's
You
no
have a
more than
job.
there's no more than 7 a week.
Right, yeah.
But when I sit down on
Shut
the
up,
couch,
Daddy's on the radio.
and there is a sound, and this comes with age. I just sit down, and it's like,
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
that when you just,
Oh, yeah.
and
Just that. Just
my-
it feels so good.
my feet go up, and if I'm early, it's 7:55, but usually it's at window 7:55 to 8:10 is hopefully when I'm landing my ass right on
Yeah.
the couch
Now-
with my drink.
Now, let me ask. I know your wife is a professional singer. She's a gig worker.
She's working tonight. I
She's
just
working
found out.
tonight. Do you help with the chores if she cooks dinner?
Oh,
Like-
yeah.
Yes.
I
So if she
like-
makes dinner, you clean the kitchen and like wash the dishes or whatever?
Oh, yeah.
Last night, she went out, left me a salad. I said, ha, I have pizza from Glenn Clausen. Put that salad back in the fridge.
Yeah, where it belongs.
And ate pizza.
Yeah.
I did the dishes. Yeah.
Well, because you had no dishes.
No, there were plenty of
Oh, I see.
Someone had dishes.
They saved them up for you?
Yeah.
Yeah, in our place, I don't know about you guys, but we do the HelloFresh thing. So, I get home at 7:30. My wife is usually home before me, but she does work late occasionally. And if she cooks, I usually clean. Sometimes we'll tag team on the dishes, like loading the dishwasher or whatever, cleaning the counter. But we do that. I mean, it just makes it easier. That way we can kind of get to hanging out faster. And plus, I feel like a complete asswipe if I got dinner cooked for me and I ate, and then I just say, hey, when you get out of the kitchen, come in and hang out. I don't want to do that. I'm not 50s dad. No Archie Bunker here.
That did happen a couple days ago for me. It's
Did it?
like I sat down and I hear this noise. I'm like, oh, she's doing the dishes. What do you know?
I got a good woman.
Yeah, I'm gonna play my video game.
Oh, God, don't do that, dude.
I did.
Don't do that.
I gotta play 15 minutes every day.
Do you guys split the chores down the middle all the way across the house? You do the trash thing, or do you do the stereotypical kind of?
I got all the outside yard work, trash. Yes.
Is she a perpetual cleaner?
Yeah, every day she's cleaning a little. Like she does the floors.
Yeah.
She does. We split dishes. I would say she does the laundry.
Does she have something she doesn't like? Like she doesn't like cleaning the bathrooms or anything like that?
She has this odd thing. Don't tell her I'm telling you.
All right, I'll keep her quiet.
It's an odd thing, and she denies it.
Okay.
She hates utensils.
She hates utensils.
If she's loading the dishwasher, she doesn't touch the utensils and leave them all in the sink. And I'm like, well, I don't want to wash. That's the worst thing to wash by hand.
Yeah, because everybody's got their mouth all over.
Right. When people put pots and stuff in the dishwasher, I'll take a pot out and put 5 plates in its place.
Yeah.
I'll wash that pot.
Yeah, because that's one thing to 5.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, dude, I got you.
And
I
then-
do that dad math too.
And then, but the bottom of my sink is just utensils. I'm like, well, they need to go in the dishwasher. That's the best thing to wash in the dishwasher. Utensils,
Yeah.
sterile, clean, and all the little parts. It's just, I don't want to do that by hand. And then they hit you with this one. Oh, I'm letting it soak.
Yeah, I'm letting it soak. Right, yeah. Like I did some cheesy potatoes the other day, and that dish stayed soaking for 3 days. And then back in the day, my kids used to load the dishwasher with the knives pointy side up.
Oh,
so that when you reach in to grab something, you caught a forearm full of fork and knife.
That's why I put the tines of the fork down, because I caught one underneath my fingernail.
Oh, that'll probably scar you. But I'm knives down, forks and spoons up.
Oh, really? Because you want the hot water to hit the tines.
Yes.
Yeah. That's smart. Knives got to go down, though. And big
Knives
butcher
down.
knives go into the rack up top.
Yep.
So I
Face
stopped
down.
putting them in. I just wash them by hand.
Really?
Yeah.
Because of getting cut?
Yeah, well, sometimes, I don't know, maybe it's because, I don't know if it's
Well, you're not supposed to do it. You're not
knife.
supposed to do it with really good quality knives.
Yeah.
But I'm lazy.
Yeah.
See, I wondered about that, because it's like, why does that happen?
Yeah, you're not supposed to put that good quality steel. I guess it brittles the steel up or something, or it does something that the detergent and does something to the steel. Can I tell you? I got some pretty good knives. They not mess. My global knife, you could throw that thing, you could put that thing in front of the shuttle engine, and it just does not blank around. That thing is hard steel.
But what do you do if you get like those spots on your steel? Do you hit them with like a little bit of oil?
I think that. Well, I don't know. I know vinegar and baking soda takes a lot of that stuff off. I don't really mess with that with my steel so much. And I just had to sharpen my knives this weekend. My wife, about a year ago, got me a really nice honing kit, with a bunch of different stones of different grit. So I've got to pull my knives out and sharpen them. It's a lot of work too, man. But
Make sure the family's home when you do it, just so that you kind of,
they understand.
Yeah, you just kind of want to leave that question lingering in the air.
Just in here sharpening my knives. You guys get your chores done?
Especially as you scrape it along that stone, you're going to want to take a little extra long stroke. Yeah, there you go. Dad, what you doing? Nothing, son.
Yeah. Just preparing your punishment. All right, 407-916-1041. Load them up. It's time for trivia.
What?
We have a prize. Get on board at 407-916-1041. Jim Colbert Show Trivia is brought to you by Cento Family Moving and Storage. That's CENTO Moving.com.
This is three-time Pro Bowler Sean Merriman. Here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by Macy's Backstage.
Angel Reese has extended her double-double streak to a WNBA record 15 straight games. And the best thing that could happen to the WNBA this season, Reese winning Rookie of the Year over Caitlin Clark. Reese versus Clark is starting to remind me a bit of Magic and Bird, the great college rivalry that translated to the pros and carried the league into mainstream popularity. I love it. I'm Colin Cowherd.
Shop Macy's Backstage today for amazing deals on everything you need for summer. Get low prices every day at Macy's Backstage. Find a store near you at Macy'sBackstage.com. Off price, on trend, arriving daily.
Listen up, guys. If you have plans to sell your home for any reason, hit pause and learn about the Nickley Group. You're hearing a lot about these guys. There's a reason. They're changing the way you buy and sell real estate. Get stress-free, innovative real estate solutions for home sellers and buyers. And don't believe the news that this market is softening. Homes in this area are still selling for record prices. So look, if you're considering selling your home for any reason, downsizing, relocating, maybe you need a bigger home as your family expands, contact the Nickley Group. These guys not only sell homes on average for 6% more, they sell them twice as fast as well. Get your home valued instantly. Get a guaranteed cash offer, or just list your home today. Do that at thenickley.com. Google them. Over 3,000 five-star reviews. If you're longing for that next level real estate experience that includes mortgage services, moving assistance, elite marketing, and a team of experienced realtors, plus much more, it's simple. It's thenickley.com. That's the NICKLEY group.com.
The best kept secret for couples and singles is a secret no more. Secret's Hideaway Resort and Spa, Kissimmee's adults only resort, is hosting a special poolside tasting of Triple R brand whiskey and tequila Del Toro, Saturday, July 27th from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. Daisy Del Toro and Russ Rollins will be on hand for all of the poolside fun. Come for the tasting and stay all weekend long for the Secret Sexy Christmas and July weekend and pool parties. Visit secretsfl.com for more information and reservations.
Tired of taking allergy pills every day to treat your allergies? Aspire Allergy and Sinus has helped thousands, including me, who spent years suffering before finally doing something. Like Aaron, most migraines were alleviated almost immediately after her sinus surgery with Aspire. Or Julie, who didn't even realize it was allergy season because she felt so much better after taking her allergy drops. Fixing your allergies are easier than you think it is. Go to AspireAllergy.com to set your appointment today. That's AspireAllergy.com.
Kansas. A night to remember. Kansas live. With the music that helped make rock classic. Saturday, February 1st, 8 p.m., Hard Rock Live Orlando. On sale now at the Hard Rock Live box office and Ticketmaster.
Business owners, had enough of this yet? Are you just done and ready to retire? Is money tight? Or maybe business is at an all-time high. You have options. Don't just walk away. We can help you sell, retire, and just relax no matter what your situation is. Hi, I'm Andy Cagnetta, and at Transworld Business Advisors, we've been selling businesses for over 40 years. And with offices located around the world, we have thousands of buyers ready to buy your business now. Don't wait until the last minute or try to do it yourself. That is a recipe for disaster. Call for a confidential conversation about your business's current value and how Transworld can maximize your eventual selling price. We will help you win. And in the current climate, you need help to sell your business. Call Transworld at 833-SELL-FLA or visit tworld.com. That's 833-SELL-FLA or visit tworld.com.
And now another insurance story from
Smart Bunny. Smart Bunny.
Wow, I wonder how much all this costs. Shh. Well, it can't be cheap. Do we even have enough for our own you-know-what?
Honey, shh. I heard he bought final expense insurance through the Smart Bunny app.
The Smart Bunny app? Like on your phone? I know what an app is.
For the love of all things decent, be quiet.
Get up to $25,000 of lifelong coverage for funeral expenses, debts, and other needs for as little as $14 a month. And no medical exam is required. So hop on the Smart Bunny app now and grab some final expense insurance.
Honey, are you buying the insurance, like, right now?
Time is precious.
So true.
Shh.
Smart Bunny Insurance.
Smart Bunny. Smart Bunny.
Your insurance super app. Insurance is sold by Smart Bunny Insurance Services and underwritten by various companies. Coverage exclusions and limitations may apply.
A violent crime is committed every 24 seconds. The U.S. Concealed Carry Association exists to provide you with firearms education, training, and access to self-defense liability insurance. So when trouble comes, you'll be ready. Over 800,000 Americans trust the USCCA, and right now, there's an exclusive, limited-time offer for radio listeners. Go to defendfamily.com to get a free family defense guide, a survival secrets training video from a retired FBI agent, and see all the benefits of membership. Go to defendfamily.com now.
My wife and I both, we ended up mildly sick for a few months, and the nasal congestion was probably the worst part. I had like a post-nasal drip, just super congested all the time. We were taking everything we possibly could, but nothing really worked.
Kyrie was miserable until a friend recommended Navage. Navage offers immediate drug-free congestion relief, flushing your nasal passages with refreshing saline and sucking out mucus, germs, and other airborne irritants. Don't live in misery this cold season. Use Navage so you can breathe easier, sleep better, and feel your best right away.
The biggest thing Navage has done has completely cleaned out my nasal passages. It was from the first use. I was able to just clear out anything that was stopping me from breathing correctly. Navage helps me clear the way, literally clear the way, for me to operate better in the rest of my life.
Experience the Navage difference yourself. Navage is available at Navage.com or at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, and Rite Aid. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E.
Cento Family Moving and Storage is Central Florida's trusted source for local and long-distance moving. From packing to delivery, Cento Moving is fully licensed and insured to provide you a seamless moving experience so you can enjoy your new home in no time. Get a quote today at CentoMoving.com. Forget the stress, move with the best.
You can watch radio being made on a daily basis at Jim Colbert Show on YouTube.
Good after morning, Colbert Carew. So come on, Jimmy, you can't tell me we don't all think that voice of yours here on the radio is one of the sexiest things we hear all day. Plus, who couldn't resist the thought of Jimmy and some I don't know, leather assless chaps.
Get out of here, dude.
Fishnet tank top.
Get out of here,
and
dude.
of course, you can get that dome head of yours all oiled up.
Oh,
big deal.
Hey, Jim, is there any chance somebody just hawked a loogie into the toilet?
Yeah, probably so.
Thanks a lot, Jimmy. I'm heading home trying to enjoy a very delicious chicken sandwich, and I get hit with that right around 5:15. Thanks a lot, jackass.
Yeah, sorry, buddy.
Hi, I'm John from Orlando, Florida, and I just won $1,000 listening to Real Radio 104.1.
Get it, dog, get it. Congrats, John. $1,000, my man.
That's awesome.
Turning it up this weekend. Hey. All right, welcome back. I am Jim. There's Deb.
And that's a good Friday.
It is a good Friday for sure. And Jack has the Jackie sack. Let's get it.
All aboard.
Chugga chugga.
Choo choo.
Clickety clack, clickety clack.
Let's do it, shall we?
Let's do it.
I reach into the Jackie sack. Oh, what do I find? A pair of tickets. Deb, what's wrong with you? It's a pair of tickets to
You
see.
heard yourself. That's what's wrong.
A pair of tickets to see Styx. They are coming to the Meet Florida Credit Union Amphitheater in Tampa, Saturday, July 20th. You can be there. That's 8 days from now to see Styx. If you are today's trivia winner, the Jackie Sack brought to you by
Cento Family Moving and Storage. Everyone knows moving sucks, so let their fully trained expert moving crews pack your things, handle your furniture, safely drive to your destination, customer service, and so much more. Oh, hey, speaking of more, if you mention the Jim Colbert Show, that bad boy's going to get you a discount. So book them today at CentoMoving.com. That's CENTO. Moving.com. Clickety clack, back to you.
Thank you, Deborah.
Shua.
Jack, who goes first today?
Oh, first is going to be Dwayne.
Dwayne, right up top. Dwayne, how you doing?
I'm doing great.
Good to hear from you, buddy. Would you like to play a little game with us?
Certainly.
Let's do it.
Game show.
All right, Dwayne, this is a real easy game, boss. I got a question here for you. 4 answers. One of these answers is untrue. If you can sniff out that lie, Dwayne, I'll send you out to see Styx in Tampa a little later this month. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Here we go, buddy. It's National Pecan Day. That's right.
Oh, I thought you were going to do National French Fry Day.
It's National Pecan Day. Or for my friends in Palac, it's National Pecan.
That's how I say it.
Pecan Day. Right here. 3 fun facts about pecans, buddy, and 1 nut-cracking lie.
Ow.
Hey. All right, here we go. Number 1. 80% of all pecans are grown right here in the United States. That's in the world, by the way.
Oh, wow.
Number 2. Pecans aren't technically nuts. They're drupes, considered a fruit from a tree like a peach or a plum. Number 3, the average pecan pie has 78 pecans.
Not enough.
Or lastly, pecans have tons of natural medicinal uses. Pecan milk can be used as an antiseptic for cuts and burns. Which of those is a lie?
Jim, I know it's number 2.
No, buddy, that's true.
Oh.
Unfortunately, that is true. Yeah, pecans are not technically nuts. They're drupes, which is kind of like a peach or a plum. It's the fruit of a tree, like a seed. All right. Who's next?
Oh, next would be Scott.
Scott right there on line 2. Scott, how you doing?
Hello, hello, hello.
Hey, buddy. This is National Pecan Day. We're talking about pecans. Which one of these is untrue? Number 1, 80% of all pecans grown in the world are grown right here in the United States of America. Number 2, the average pecan pie has about 78 pecans. Or lastly, pecans have tons of natural medicinal uses. Pecan milk can be used as an antiseptic for cuts and burns.
Number 1.
No, that's true, dude. 80% of all the pecans in the world are grown right here. And a lot of that right there in good
Georgia.
old Georgia.
There
That's
you
right,
know.
100%. Jack, who's next?
That would be Dennis.
Dennis right there at the bottom. Dennis, how are you?
Hey, I'm doing good. How are y'all?
Glad to hear you, bud. I'm doing good. This is National Pecan Day, and you, my friend, have a 50-50 shot at going to see Styx in Tampa a little later this month. Here we go. Number 1, the average pecan pie has about 78 pecans. Or lastly, pecans have tons of natural medicinal uses. Pecan milk can be used as an antiseptic for cuts and burns.
I'm going with the second one.
And you're going to see Styx, buddy. That's the one. Yay! You are a winner, buddy. Good luck. Have a good time. I got to tell you, man, I think you're going to have a blast. Styx.
I will.
I think Styx and Foreigner, for the record, from the 80s bands, are 2 of the most underrated rock bands in the history of 80s rock. These guys are going to play
Pure
a set.
truth.
They're going to play a set for an hour and a half, and you're going to know every syllable of every song if you're in this kind of world that we're in here, buddy. Have a good time there, Dennis. I'd love to hear from you when you get back, how it was. But that's true. By the way, everybody at that Def Leppard show the other night, I was on Facebook after that. They said it was incredibly fun. Everybody said it was a blast.
I'm like, why didn't I go to that?
Now, is Dennis DeYoung still touring with Styx? I can't remember.
I don't believe so. Let me check.
But I'm telling, when you look at their set list and you look at their songs, they must have 10 or 12, like just immediately recognizable songs. Immediately. They had like 3 albums in the 80s alone that were all just straight up bangers.
Oh, yeah.
And that's exactly how it was for, who else did I say there? I just
Foreigner.
Said, Foreigner was the same way. Foreigner 4.
Waiting for a girl like you.
And I saw Foreigner last year when they came around. No original members. And when you have no original members, is it a tribute band at that point?
I think Skynyrd's in that same kind of boat, right?
Yeah.
I don't think there's one actual member of Lynyrd Skynyrd in that band anymore.
Yeah.
You know, I think Creedence went through that same thing. Creedence Clearwater, because all that stuff when John Fogerty and all went through I think that kind of happened that way, whereas they have to tour as the Great Creedence or Creedence again or something because they have rights to. And then Fogerty famously lost the rights to all of his own songs.
Temptations are the Four Tops. One of them, they have one member who's still in there.
Yeah. That's what was so impressive about Inner Circle the other night when we were at Freedom on the Waterfront. I started doing some research before we talked to the member that we talked to. Towder, yeah. And I was like, my God, this is the same 4 guys since 1968.
And they're the best of friends.
It was the same 4 guys. It was great. All right, 407-916-1041. You can always text us at 7703. When I started this story yesterday, and I found out. Thank you. I found out who the director was. I was either saying Christopher Nolan or Michael Bay. I was all around it, but it was Jerry Bruckheimer. The famous producer director Jerry Bruckheimer says that he gets approached all the time to make sequels of famous movies that he's made. And he always just kind of laughs and says, well, it doesn't hit here, doesn't hit there. I think one of the reasons we're talking about this is because I believe he was the director of Beverly Hills Cop, the original one.
Yeah, and it was news that he hasn't seen this latest installment, the Axel Foley one.
Right. And then we got the Top Gun sequel, and it actually turned out being as good or even better than the original Top Gun. And then what the thing was, when I saw this, is like, I wonder what movies most people out there believe would deserve a sequel. And you know who what movie they said the most?
What?
Like when I started kind of looking around for this and like Reddit and other forums like that, it's a movie from the 80s.
Okay.
And we have featured something to do with that movie this week, I believe. The number 1 movie to request to get a sequel that I read about this weekend.
Something about 4th of July? No.
Independence Day?
No.
80s movie.
Well, we know we're getting Beetlejuice.
Well, I guess it was 80s. God, I think it was 80s. Hold on, let me double check that.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, no, 94. My bad.
That's close to the 80s.
I thought it was 89, but yeah. 1994.
Gosh,
one of the biggest movies of all time, featuring one of the biggest stars of all time.
It's not Steel Magnolias.
With one...
Tom Hanks. Forrest Gump.
Forrest Gump is the answer.
It's because to see what happens with his little boy.
Exactly. That was the number 1... When you talk about movies...
Well, as soon as you said it, I thought of Forrest Gump.
Everybody wanted to see a sequel of. For all the movies out there, most people were like, I would love to see a sequel to Forrest Gump. Everybody's dying to say exactly what Deb just said. What did he do with that son? What happened to him?
Right.
How did he turn out?
Well, he grew up to see dead people, and then he got weird looking, and he still pops up every now and again.
All right, 407-916-1041. I would love to hear from you guys. What movies you think deserve a sequel? We'll do that next here on The Jim Colbert Show. Plus, got another keyword right now.
Do you do words good? Prove it. The Talkback feature on the free iHeartRadio app. Follow Real Radio 104.1, tap the microphone, and speak.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Delays continue on I-4 this afternoon in the Orlando area, east and westbound by the major attractions exits. Still looking at delays due to a crash westbound on the Beach Line. That's between Innovation Way and the Greenway Toll Plaza. A crash blocking the right lane eastbound on Colonial Drive has been reported near the 408. If you see traffic problems, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. With traffic, I'm Samantha Canning.
This report is sponsored by Macy's Backstage. Shop Macy's Backstage today for amazing deals on everything you need for summer. Get low prices every day at Macy's Backstage. Find a store near you at macy'sbackstage.com. Off price, on trend, arriving daily.
Hey everybody, Jim Colbert here. If you ask anybody who's experienced LASIK surgery, they'll tell you it's the best thing they ever did. They'll probably add this. Probably should have done this way earlier. That's what happens when you see what happens after the surgery. My father-in-law, it was almost comical how much he freaked out after his LASIK surgery. My man could see everything crystal clear. It was like a kid with a new toy. And if you deal with the eyesight issues and you feel it's hindering your lifestyle or your just life in general, contact these guys. And now's the time to do it. And here's why. They're offering free LASIK consultations at the Filatowski Eye Institute. Why not take advantage of that? Just find out what they can do for you. Maybe they can change your life the way they did it for my son and my father-in-law. And it looks like my wife has her appointment next week. They're going to do it for her as well. Just text 1041 to 868686. That way you can start your journey to better vision with the Filatowski Eye Institute. These guys have all the experience you want, 65,000 LASIK procedures. They use the best state-of-the-art tech. That gets you the best results every time. And if finances is a worry, don't stress. 24-month interest-free financing is available. Just text this 1041 to 868686 and schedule your free LASIK consultation at the Filatowski Eye Institute. Your path to better vision begins right now.
Summer is here.
Things are heating up. Literally.
Need help paying that AC bill? Well, Real Radio is giving you a chance to win $1,000 by putting $1,000 in your hand. You know the deal with our national contest. We'll give you a keyword at the top of every hour from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m., and all you have to do is enter it on our website at realradio.fm for your chance to win. 13 chances every weekday, blah, blah, blah. We want you to win, so if you get a call, make sure you answer your phone, because that's the key to winning. This contest is brought to you locally by Mills Air.
Mills Air in business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Equipment change outs and upgrades right now with up to $1,275 in rebates. Visit millsair.com.
Wow. Biden's at it again.
Inflation, rising costs for everything. What now?
Try big government control of our Medicare drug benefit.
The more I hear, the more it seems we can't afford Biden's Medicare agenda.
They're right. And it's because seniors are already feeling the pain of Biden's drug coverage changes, with almost 2 million forced from their plans and spiked premiums for nearly 5 million more. Now, Congress wants to expand the Biden Medicare agenda even more. But studies show Biden's plan will restrict access, shrink coverage, and limit availability of needed drugs for all seniors. Thankfully, Senator Rick Scott is a champion for Medicare drug coverage. Call him at 202-224-3121. Urge him to stop Biden's radical Medicare changes by opposing S-1246 now. Paid for by Seniors for Better Care.
Finds Torres! Oh, what a strike! What an absolutely ridiculous goal!
Orlando City is heading to the Northeast as the Lions take on New England on Saturday, July 17th at 7:30 p.m. Tune in on FM 96.9 The Game and watch on any device on the Apple TV app. Don't forget to tune in an hour before the match at 6:30 to catch Kickoff Minus 60 airing exclusively on the Lion Nation app.
Hey, if you're listening to me right now, I have one thing every business needs most: attention. Think about it. We swipe and scroll past stuff all day, but when we're driving, cooking, working out, we're also listening. That's the magic of audio at iHeart. We're in your next customer's ears while they're living life and listening, just like you are right now. So get your customers to listen up today using radio, digital, and podcasts. Call 844-ADD-HELP-5. That's 844-ADD-HELP-5.
Two Guys, 5 Rings.
Yes.
One essential podcast for the 2024 Paris Olympics. Bowen Yang and Matt Rogers host a new podcast that's all about the athletes.
You gotta get your head in the game. As Zac Efron once said.
And the culture.
Not French.
Well.
No association with the nation of France. But you did live in Montreal.
Of the 2024 Paris Olympics. Listen to Two Guys, 5 Rings on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app, search Two Guys, 5 Rings, and start listening.
Hey, it's that mortgage guy, Don. Big news for veterans and first-time homebuyers. The Hometown Heroes program provides up to $35,000 down payment and closing costs. Get pre-approved at thatmortgageguydon.com.
Thatmortgageguydon.com. Sunnyside Plumbing.
Yes, I've got a leaking...
To leave us a testimonial saying how happy you are with our service, press 1.
But you haven't even...
For all other inquiries, please hang up.
Wait, what?
Hang up and call Frank Gay. We're busy watching the game.
You know what? I think I will.
When you have a leak, you need solutions on your schedule. A helpful expert who can find the problem and fix it fast.
That's the Frank Gay way.
FrankGayServices.com.
What sets International Diamond Center apart from those big box jewelry chain stores?
The problem with big chain stores is that they're all run by corporate.
IDC owner Keith LeClaire.
That means the people at the store level just plain don't care much.
At IDC, you're not dealing with a bunch of retail clerks. You're working with a true jewelry professional who's not on commission and not beholden to a bunch of corporate dictated rules and policies.
When you're in big corporate world, everybody operates out of a manual or a big book of rules. At IDC, we don't have a manual telling our people how to deal with customers. We empower our people to take care of those customers in the way they would want to be taken care of.
Get the respect, guidance, professionalism, and genuine care you deserve from people who put you first.
We tell them point blank, do whatever it takes to make the customer happy, period.
International Diamond Center, locally owned, internationally connected.
We want them to take care of you, protect you, and make it the best experience that you could possibly have.
International Diamond Center, 4 Orlando locations and always at shopidc.com.
Sponsored by the Nickley Group with Keller Williams Realty. Get a guaranteed cash offer on your home at thenickley.com.
The #1 cause of accidents is distracted driving, like cell phones, eating, and playing with the radio. So leave it right here on Real Radio. Injured on the go? Just call Mo.com. Mo DeWitt, Orlando's injury attorney.
Mills Air in business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Equipment change outs and upgrades right now with up to $1,275 in rebates. Visit millsair.com.
This earful of Real Radio is sponsored by Wassey's Meat Market, the best place to buy a big green egg.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because clients and character matter. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS FM Cocoa Beach, Orlando, an iHeart radio station, the exclusive audio home of NBC's coverage of the 2024 Paris Olympics.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, BILLS. 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 Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
You probably don't know this or care, but we have web goals. So go to JimColbertLive.com and look at stuff.
Happy weekend, Jim Colbert and Company, Concrete Mike. So, talk about Kevin Costner, and I like that guy. I like a lot of his movies. Let's not forget about his first major flop of a movie, which was Waterworld. He took a beating on that movie. He lost like $100-something million, I think, on that. But I like that movie. I thought it was cool. Y'all have a good weekend. We're going kayaking tomorrow on the Withlacoochee.
There you go.
Hey guys, I hope you guys are doing well. It's Mo Manji, the realtor. Jack, I will definitely see you tomorrow. I will be there. I'm one of the sponsors of the lanes, so it's going to be fun. Let's get some food and get some drinks. Bye.
Bye. All right, 407-916-1041. Text us 77031. Your 6 o'clock keyword is BILLS, BILLS. Slide over to realradio.fm and send that away for your chance at $1,000, guys. BILLS is the word. Again, go to realradio.fm and send that away. Get that money. We just had a winner, John, in the 4 o'clock hour.
Yeah, John from Orlando.
Wouldn't be too bad to add one more before we get out of here this weekend. Even it up with the Monsters in the morning.
That'd be nice.
It would be nice. Welcome back. I'm Jim. Deb is right there.
Hello.
Jack is here as well.
Oh, yeah. 7-10 split. Look out.
Yeah. What time's that thing tee up tomorrow?
Doors at 2. The bowling starts at 3. This is the Just Call Mo Celebrity Bowlerama.
Yeah.
I think there's also, this is in the Oviedo Bowling Center, and they also have the Pinball Lounge there, which is, have you ever
awesome.
been?
Yeah. We actually did a primetime kitchen there.
Oh, did you?
One time where people could come out and we did a beer tasting and played pinball.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I told you my favorite pinball game of all time is Xenon.
Oh, neat.
Yeah, because the way her voice sounds, right?
Yeah.
Welcome to Xenon. I'm like, oh. You can't hear that when you're 15, dude. You can't hear that. Welcome to Xenon.
So I think there are some tickets still available. You go to justcallmo.com/bowling and you can get the information there. But this is happening tomorrow with a bunch of cool people. I'm going to see Tom Sorrells for one.
Oh, cool.
First time I'm seeing him since his retirement.
Oh, yeah. God, he's going to be intolerable.
You think?
Oh, yeah. He is going to be intolerable.
Yeah.
I don't think he's retiring to do anything. I mean, if I remember reading right, I mean, he's just kind of done with meteorology. He is not averse to doing something else in his life, right?
Yeah, I think they offered him a package and say, hey, this might be a good time. And he's like, yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah, for sure.
I'll take it.
And that's exactly what it was. I mean, again, I think that, Tom is one of the more beloved guys in television history here in Orlando. I mean, there have been a number of those people. I think Pat Clark probably falls into that. Would you agree?
Yeah.
I think the classic old school one would be like Marla Weech. Remember Marla Weech?
I do.
From Channel 9 for years. And then she went to Channel, I think, 13, the Spectrum station for a little bit.
Correct.
And then disappeared.
Yeah.
Do not know where she is. Haven't heard a word. Don't know what's going on. Don't even know if she's still in town.
Yeah. She might have been done. I'm done with the TV.
Yeah, that happens. I mean, look, could you imagine doing that? I mean, we talked to Lauren when Lauren came in. Lauren Rowe came in and sat when Deb was on vacation. We were talking to her about the TV business, and it was not
what you think it is.
It was not what you thought it was. I mean, again, our good friend Bob Fryer used to tell me all the time that Q rating thing, and I've talked to Matt Austin about it. That Q rating thing is ridiculous. For us, it's just ratings. It's just like, do people listen or don't they listen? It's that simple, right? Do they go to the clients? Don't they go to the clients? We don't have to really about how we look or how the people perceive us. It's not like a personal thing. If they don't like the show, they don't like the show. They don't like the content, or maybe one of us, or my voice, or whatever the case may be. But these guys have to worry about all that, and if they look good.
I remember one local anchor. This was years and years and years ago, but being taken off the main anchor role because that Q rating came back that she looked too New York.
Oh, really?
It can be just that simple.
Yeah. I remember. I was just talking to the girls from Fox, Amy Caulfield, and they were saying, there's no
Daniel Knox.
Yeah, Daniel Knox. Yeah, look, they do their own makeup, they do their own hair. And back in the day, man, when the TV ruled before streaming and things of that nature, when they were really the kings of the area
landscape.
That's right. You made it. They catered to those people like crazy. I mean, and who's the biggest matriarch right now? Is it Greg? Greg Warmuth? It's got to be, right? He's been on the air longer than anybody right now as male.
I would say yes.
And I think Martha's probably been on the air longer than anywhere in Orlando maybe not. As an anchor, she's been in town for quite a while now, like 15 years or something, right?
Yes.
Yeah, at least I would say that, yeah.
Yeah. Patriarch, definitely Greg Warmuth.
Yeah. Who have you ever met him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and I laugh because with half of the names you just mentioned,
the poker tournament
coming up. Greg Warmuth and I were playing roulette next to each other and having a blast. We were, I think, betting. He was betting 22 because his son wore the number 2.
His son Logan.
Yeah, and who plays baseball.
Yeah,
right,
Major League.
So Greg Warmuth is coming back to this year's Real Radio Poker Tournament. Amy Caulfield, Bob Fryer, and Tom Sorrells all have committed to coming to our poker tournament.
That's awesome.
By the way, tickets go on sale next week.
Do they really? And the event's next month, right?
It is going to be August 17th, and if you don't remember that, you can just go to realradio.fm/poker. The save the date is there.
Yeah, very nice. Yeah, Greg is one of the nicest people you could ever possibly meet. He would co-host the Chris DeMarco golf tournament I would be a part of every year, and he and Chris would raise tons and tons and tons of money for cancer research out there. And he's just one of the sweetest dudes. And of course, he had his own troubles with it. Then in his was his lip. He had that surgery on his lip,
Yeah, cancer surgery.
Yeah. All right, 407-916-1041. As far as the movie thing goes, you know what the funny one is? During the break, I was kind of looking around and looking at the texting service, and the one I came up with that, again, these are just you want to kind of know what happens next. One of my favorite movies of all time is No Country for Old Men, and I think that could use a sequel because I think the bad guy lived, or theoretically the bad guy lived. So you could do that again, but I don't. The guy's dead now.
Yeah, Cormac McCarthy.
Yeah, Cormac McCarthy passed away. I don't think he wrote one, so it would have to be somebody that picked up that character and wrote it. I don't even know if you can do that.
I went to, after I watched that movie, then I read the last chapter of the book just to make sure I understood the end of the movie.
Yeah. The funny thing is, I never read the end of the book, and I don't do that because I don't want to know. Like, I don't want to know. I don't want to know what I want to be able to draw my own conclusion.
I understand that, but it's all based on the book itself, so I figure that was safe material to consume because that's what Cormac McCarthy intended.
Yes.
Before the movie was even
of course, right. Yeah. But for me, when I watched it, to me, I think Tommy Lee Jones was brilliant in the movie. And for me, it was just basically, it's exactly what the title says. It's just a different time for a different kind of person, and it's just basically a passing of the time, and just the different eccentricities that we deal with as culture progresses.
But that Javier Bardem scene in the beginning of the movie when he's at the gas station is I liken to the scene from Inglourious Bastards.
Oh, yeah.
In the beginning of that with, what's his name, as the Nazi?
Christoph Waltz.
Christoph Waltz as the Nazi, where the tension is just, you are just like...
There's a number of scenes in that movie like that.
Yeah, you're just like frozen waiting because...
You know it's coming.
You know it's coming. It's so tense.
It's as good as it gets.
Yes.
It is have you ever seen it, Deborah?
No, I have
No Country for Old Men?
I heard it was incredibly violent.
It is pretty violent, but not violent in the sense that, like, not gratuitously violent. It's violent. It's circumstance violence. There are cartel members involved. So when cartel members involved, but it's not.
You don't have to say anything more than that.
But it's not like that. I'm telling you, it is such a great story. It is such a perfectly good story. And one of the more fascinating parts of the movie, like behind the scenes, is the woman who plays Josh Brolin's wife has this real hardcore Texas, like Southern drawl kind of thing. And then you find out after the movie, she's Scottish.
Oh, wow.
And when I say Scottish, she is straight up Scottish.
Like you can't understand her Scottish brogue.
Yeah, we have breaking news right now. Do you see that?
You want to save that for the end of the show?
Yeah, you want to say that for you heard it here, or do you want to go ahead and spit that now?
We can go ahead and spit it now if you guys want to.
Yeah. The judge in the Alec Baldwin Rust shooting case has just dismissed the case.
Something about the ammunition not being physically handed over.
Right.
Something to the effect of, somebody had testified yesterday that it was that the boxes of dummy ammo and live ammo looked amazingly similar and were just scattered all about the ammo trailer. There was no rhyme or reason. Live bullets were mixed with dummy bullets.
Somebody testified yesterday on the set of this thing that there was a live round in the bottom of the holster of one of the fake guns. Like somebody, like it fallen out of the cylinder or whatever. Somebody put it in there. It was just laying there in the bottom of the holster.
Idiots over there. They on this set.
I know. Yeah, they said he was really reckless.
Earlier today, the defense was accusing the prosecution of misconduct, and that kind of stopped the proceedings. And the next we hear is that the judge throws out the case against Alec Baldwin.
I think Ray thought that there's a possibility that he could be in trouble because there seemed to be a bit of a tie to it there. But unless they have him loading the bullet, unless they have him, what?
The judge agreed with the defense that the prosecution withheld evidence.
Really?
That is why the judge in Santa Fe has dismissed manslaughter charges against Alec Baldwin in his Rust trial.
Have a good weekend, Alec.
He is now.
Yeah. Boy, what's better, that or winning $1,000?
Yeah. Or, I think I'd rather be in jail than going home to 12 kids.
Yeah, although I did find it interesting.
I'll take the $1,000. You're right.
Yeah, as someone who is getting ready to launch a reality program about his virility with his young wife and his 12 youngins, he was ambling into the Santa Fe courtroom like all of a sudden he just Just an old man.
Yeah. I'm just an old man who couldn't possibly do anything like this.
Exactly. I love how that posture changes when you're walking into court.
All right, 407-916-1041. Let's take a little break. Don't forget your 6 o'clock keyword is Bills, BILLS. Slide over to realradio.fm and send that on for your chance at $1,000. Had a winner at 4 o'clock. Congratulations, John. Hopefully you can get that 6 o'clock dough. Go get it now. Bills is your keyword. Back in a sec with more of the Jim Colbert Show.
It's a Monday.
Coming up tonight on Real Radio at 7, it's a corporate time with Tom and Dan. Brought to you by Gringos Locos and Modern Plumbing Industries. At 8 p.m., it's Bungalower and the Bus. And at 9, we all find out what the hell is Angel listening to. Tonight on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Shop the best quality jewelry and lowest price. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
Looking at a slow ride on I-4 this afternoon in the Orlando area if you're taking I-4 east and westbound by the major attractions exits or through downtown. Still seeing westbound delays on the beach line due to an earlier crash that was reported between Innovation Way and the Greenway Toll Plaza. If you see traffic problems, make sure to call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. With traffic, I'm Samantha Canning.
This report is sponsored by Walt Disney World. Jobs.
Ready to be a part of the magic as a cast member at Walt Disney World Resort? We are hiring a variety of full-time and part-time roles with great benefits like theme park admission, exclusive discounts, and more. Apply today at waltdisneyworld.jobs.
Time for that new bathroom, courtesy of Rebath of Mid-Florida. They are awesome, and they really want to get you a bathroom that you can really be proud of, and they do this every single day. And guys, let me tell you what this is. This is coming in your house, demoing the bathroom you have now, taking the beautiful products they have with their incredible installers and installing a bathroom of your dreams. Here's the thing. That entire process I just mentioned is 4 to 6 days. That's right. Not weeks, not months. It's days. They do it with their employees. That means no subcontractors. You know the team every day until they're done. And when they are done, you basically get yourself a warranty, a guarantee for life. These guys are great. They have incredible products. They have a catalog of things that you can choose from, multiple choices of tubs and toilets and sinks and tile and lighting. And even better, if you mention the Jim Colbert Show, $800 in upgrades to your bathroom. Use that how you will. And you can actually see how. Just go to the website. Look at what they've done for people. It's rebathmidfla.com. You're going to love doing business with them. Mention that Jim Colbert Show and get $800 in upgrades. It's rebathmidfla.com.
This earful of Real Radio is brought to you by Tools Ace Hardware.
Our iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One.
Coming back to Las Vegas, September 20th and 21st, streaming live only on Hulu.
A weekend full of superstar performances.
Tickets are on sale now at AXS.com.
Hey, pool season fanatics, your summer persona is calling. It's time for sun-soaked party scenes at MGM Grand, new luxury cabanas at Bellagio, and sandy beach living at Mandalay Bay. Show off your poolside, only with MGM Rewards. Visit MGMRewards.com for details.
That'll be 30 even.
That's 90 points!
Sorry, that was a lot. Now that I'm getting 3 times the points on food and fuel with the Navy Federal More Rewards American Express card, I get a little too hyped sometimes.
Cool. Would you like your receipt?
In the bag! Sorry, in the bag, please.
Learn more about the everyday, everywhere Navy Federal More Rewards American Express card at NavyFederal.org. Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission. Navy Federal is insured by NCUA.
Hey, it's that mortgage guy, Don. Big news for veterans and first-time homebuyers. The Hometown Heroes program provides up to $35,000 down payment and closing costs. Get pre-approved at thatmortgageguyDon.com.
ThatmortgageguyDon.com.
Savory tastes and tunes are returning to SeaWorld with bands, brew, and barbecue. Sample recipes from Kansas City, Texas, Memphis, and more. Pair them with refreshing cocktails and ice-cold craft beers. Catch live concerts by award-winning artists every weekend through August 25th. And stay for spectacular Ignite fireworks. Don't miss SeaWorld's bands, brew, and barbecue every weekend this summer. Learn more at SeaWorldOrlando.com. Concerts are free with park admission.
Another insurance story from
Smart Bunny. Smart Bunny.
Funerals are expensive. Do we have enough for ours?
Yeah, I bought Smart Bunny Final Expense Insurance.
Get up to $25,000 coverage for funeral expenses and other needs for as little as $14 a month. Hop on the Smart Bunny app now for Final Expense Insurance. Smart Bunny Insurance.
Smart Bunny. Smart Bunny.
Your Insurance Super App. Insurance is sold by Smart Bunny Insurance Services and underwritten by various companies. Coverage exclusions and limitations may apply.
We need your help to protect your right to AM radio in your car. AM is always there in times of need with the key information for our community. The overwhelming majority of legislators support a bill to keep AM radio in cars, but time is running out. Please text the 2 letters AM to 52886 and ask Congress to bring this bill to the floor for a vote now. Text AM to 52886.
Message and data rates may apply. You may receive up to 4 messages a month. Text stop to stop. A message from the station.
My wife and I both, we ended up mildly sick for a few months, and the nasal congestion was probably the worst part. I had like a post-nasal drip, just super congested all the time. We were taking everything we possibly could, but nothing really worked.
Kyrie was miserable until a friend recommended Navage. Navage offers immediate drug-free congestion relief, flushing your nasal passages with refreshing saline and sucking out mucus, germs, and other airborne irritants. Don't live in misery this cold season. Use Navage so you can breathe easier, sleep better, and feel your best right away.
The biggest thing Navage has done has completely cleaned out my nasal passages. It was from the first use. I was able to just clear out anything that was stopping me from breathing correctly. Navage helps me clear the way, literally clear the way for me to operate better in the rest of my life.
Experience the Navage difference yourself. Navage is available at Navage.com or at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, and Rite Aid. Navage, Navage.
My friends at Mills Air have been in business since 1992. That's over 30 years. They're a Carrier Factory authorized dealer, and there are rebates that you get up to $1,275 on a brand new Carrier unit. If you're going to go with the experts, you got to go with Carrier, and you got to go with millsair.com. That's where I got my system. I absolutely love it. And you got to make sure you do maintenance on your AC system. They do service on all brands of AC, and it can detect and prevent an upcoming breakdown for you and save you a lot of money. You can count on millsair.com.
Jim Colbert here for FAS Windows and Doors. Are your energy costs through the roof? Well, it's time to replace your single-pane aluminum windows with the most energy-efficient option available. Keep the heat outside during the summer and inside during the winter. Too much outside noise getting in? Considering replacing older windows and doors with laminated insulated glass, providing as much as 100% improvement. Keep that noise outside where it belongs. Offering rebates of $100 per window and $200 per door. Also offering 24-month, no money down, no payment, no interest financing. For a completely free in-home consultation, call FAS or visit them online. Trust the leader, FAS.com.
It's almost here. Team USA is headed to Paris, and iHeartRadio is the exclusive audio home of NBC's coverage of the 2024 Paris Olympics. It's the only way to listen to exclusive NBC play-by-play action of the games, plus NBC's top Olympic moments and live hourly updates from Paris. Bring the Summer Games with you everywhere you go. Download the free iHeart app now and enable push notifications for live updates from Paris. Only on iHeartRadio, the exclusive audio home of NBC's coverage of the 2024 Paris Olympics.
This hour of programming is brought to you by My Home Builders Network. Need new windows? Then you need Mike and his team at HBNUSA.com.
Hey, so apparently Facebook is still a thing. Search gym members and join our group.
To the Dodge Charger that was behind me on 528 heading east, I have to apologize to you. You see, I thought I could hold the throw up in my mouth after the whole thing about Jimmy and chaps and leather, and then that guy kept going, and yeah, I couldn't hold it anymore. Sorry. So it's all down the side of my car and that guy's windshield.
It sucks.
My bad. Hope you're safe.
Come on, man. I'm a person. I have feelings.
Do you?
They keep telling me. All right, 407-916-1041. Text us, 77031. Bills, by the way, is your 6 o'clock keyword, BILLS. Just get to realradio.fm and send that away like John, not gone. John won $1,000 at 4 o'clock from us. Go get that money. You still got some time. Bills, that's your keyword.
Who keeps telling you you're a person?
Oh, yeah, nobody.
Was it the assless chaps?
Yeah. They're all assless.
Chaps are all assless.
They're all assless.
That's true. I forgot.
Welcome back. I am Jim. Deb is right there. Yeah. And Jack is here as well.
Yeah.
There's a bit of a mystery out there in the musical world. I don't know. Did you guys know this? I actually just found this out today. And I think you actually saw them this year, did you not?
The Beatles, yes.
No.
Paul McCartney is not dead,
not
even if you play the records backwards.
Not the Beatles. No. You saw a big show this year, did you not?
Rolling Stones?
Yeah.
Is that the mystery?
Did you notice anything in the set? Did you hear any rumblings around the crowd about the set by any chance?
That they didn't play Brown Sugar.
They don't play Brown Sugar anymore, but that's been established. Right. They don't play. But there's something else about their set that changed as well. And to be honest with you, I was trying to think during the break if I know any other band that's done this, that's done this particular thing. But something is missing from a Rolling Stones tour.
Alcohol.
That has always been there.
Horns.
But what people have noticed is after they've gone back this last year and maybe a little bit longer, they've noticed that one of their songs has been altered.
Oh, which one?
I don't know. You tell me. What do you think? What song of the Rolling Stones would say something that would...
Give Me Shelter.
Well, you know, the reason Brown Sugar is because of the comments he makes about is it black women?
Yeah.
And I think there's another one he does that where I think it was Martin Luther King Jr. No. Oh my gosh,
Sympathy for the Devil.
Sympathy for the Devil is one of the songs.
Okay.
What do you think? What changed? What's different about Sympathy for the Devil?
It talks about Kennedy being shot.
Does he?
Did they remove that?
They omitted that.
Yeah.
If you listen to any Rolling Stones concert, if you go to YouTube and you find any Rolling Stones show, they have removed the very famous line, "Who killed the Kennedys? After all, it was you and me."
Yeah.
Yeah, that is no longer in the song. He took that out.
Why?
Well, I guess it's kind of funny. Most people believe that it was a request from the Kennedy family to take it out. John Jr., I guess before he passed,
right,
asked him to take it out, and it's not in there. It says, in fact, the Stones have managed to perform the edited version of Sympathy for the Devil years without provoking any significant commentary. One of the places where the revision was noticed on the website was It's Only Rock and Roll, which is a gathering spot for Stones-obsessed fans who comment on things, all Rolling Stones. And as far back as 2015, they were trading stories about the missing lyric of Who Killed the Kennedys. Now, it says here, pretty well accepted as truth that Jagger changed his art at a request of the Kennedys, John Jr. And then, of course, the person who wrote this said they applaud that.
Do you realize we're coming up on 25 years since John F. Kennedy Jr. and his wife, Carolyn Bessette Kennedy, were killed in the plane crash?
Plane crash. Where they were flying from?
They were going to Martha's Vineyard.
Yeah.
And you remember Jackie Kennedy Onassis hated him taking flying lessons.
Right, yeah, couldn't stand it.
Yeah,
begged him not to, actually.
She always apparently used to have dreams. So, yeah, she begged him not to take the classes.
Yeah, I don't know do you know of any other people that altered their song lyrics for the sole purpose? I mean, other than to get radio play, we know that happens all the time.
Right.
But not for social purposes.
Well,
I mean,
there's plenty of bands that have been around a long time, none longer than the Rolling Stones.
Yeah.
And their work, I think, few more famous that are still performing it live.
Yeah.
From 60 years now.
Yeah, 60 years, buddy. He's 80. I think that guy's as old as the president.
Yeah.
There's a little difference.
Yeah, that's why to your previous question, which is also our question of the day in the YouTube chat.
Age cap for the president?
Having an age cap is because age is different to different people.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I mean, you look at William Shatner is 91 years old and seems as lucid as he was when he was 50.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm serious.
Yeah.
I mean, there are a number. I mean, Bob Dylan still tours. I mean, Willie Nelson just stopped touring because of his health, and he's 91 or 92.
Mm-hmm.
That cat's been on the road since the 50s.
Yeah. Just in a pop guy, a few months ago.
Right. And I mean, you basically got to drag him off stage. I think Eminem had to alter one of his songs, did he not? Was that Elton John thing? Was that a song lyric thing, or is that just because he used the F word for gays at one point or called him out or something?
Aren't they one in the same? The issue was one in the same, right?
I mean, I think it was, but I think that he was called out for sure. And then I think he made that very famous did that duet with him at the Oscars,
some awards,
or MTV Music or whatever.
Could have been the Grammys,
right? But I thought that he may have done that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if anybody else. I mean, you alter lyrics all the time to get radio play. That happens all the time. You make a clean version of the song. It happens a lot in hip hop.
Yep.
But it also has happened in rock as well. Oh, I mean, I know Jim Morrison and the Doors had to alter a performance to get on television. Remember, it was Light My Fire. Come on, baby, light my fire. Baby, we can't get much higher.
Yeah.
And they didn't want him to say that. And, of course, he went right up to the camera and leaned right into it and yelled it.
And some of it seems silly, especially now when you look back to the things that, don't show Elvis below the waist.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That was in Jacksonville, by the way.
Right. All those things. But, we grow. We're not the same people we were 25 years ago when we were doing this job.
Yeah, not even close. I mean, it's not even, the broadcasts are not even in the same world as what we did in the 90s.
And there's a lot of stuff in the broadcast from the 90s we will not play.
You can't. There's no will not. You cannot play it.
So when you have music that you created in the 60s for the Stones, and the 70s and the 80s, they have every right to, change what they want.
Well, you're right. They as the artist have the right. But would it have been a dick move if he says no? Like, that's my art, and I'm sorry your dad was a public figure, and I apologize, and I am sympathetic towards your family's.
I think people would have understood that as well. Yeah.
I think had he said,
I mean no disrespect, but that this
song's been on the air for 60 years, man,
Right.
and now all of a sudden you want me to change it?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, that's weird. I've had to apologize for things I've said on the air before. One needed it, the other one was really unnecessary, but it had to happen, and that you don't feel good about that. You don't feel good about upsetting somebody to the point where they feel they're worthy of an apology. You just don't want to do that. That's not the goal. Like, I'm not that guy. I used to be that guy. You should try that all the time. I'm not that guy anymore. Don't try to hurt people's feelings. It's easy. Yeah, that's easy. Don't try to do that. Not good. Not a good look, by the way.
It's not too hard to do unwittingly, without realizing it.
I do it all the time. Yeah. I communicate poorly, I found out. And by the way, are you a good email communicator, Jack? I think you are. I mean, I get a lot of email from Jack. I'm a terrible email communicator, and it's not because of the fact that I don't respond. It's how I respond. Because I'm not pre-programmed to do pleasantries. I know. Like when I text somebody and I have a question, it's not, hey, good morning. Hope you're having a great day. Hey, did you ever, or go to my question. I just blank right out. Hey, do you have this?
It happened today from, who was I emailing? Jim Colbert. This morning at 7:47. And I'm like, do you have a confirmed time for the interview? And he's just... 5.
I typed one number and sent it back. No, nothing else. No, she's zooming. No, she's calling. No number. No name. No title. No nothing.
Said, he's the ED, like executive director. And I'm like, wait a second.
My S is sticking.
I know it's a female.
Yeah.
So I'm like, cool. Then I'm like, I'm not going to correct him, but I'll just put the right info in there. Is she Zoom or phone? And I just gave a Zoom.
Oh, didn't even get the confirmation.
Yeah. Well, to be honest with you, I didn't know that she was just calling. I thought she was Zooming. I was under the idea that she was Zooming.
And then when I get these one-word responses, I literally thought this morning at 7:49 a.m. Is he mad at me?
No,
I did. Honestly,
and that can't help that.
I go,
you
you
see
might
his
be mad
text
at me.
messages.
But I think that's where a lot of that comes from. Like that whole, I answer my own question, and I've asked it openly on there a lot. Why do people always think I'm so mad? And it's because it's because I'm so abrupt. It's not that I'm mad. I'm just abrupt. I don't really waste any movement. I'm not like, what's the answer? The answer is, and you know who's just like that? It's my wife. It's just like that.
It's funny because you think of it as wasting.
Yeah, I do. I think of it as wasting time and wasting effort. I just hey,
just accept that people think you're mean.
Here's the most important thing you can do while alive, and that's interact with other human beings.
Right, exactly. I get it. But you want an answer. Here's the answer.
Well, I could see why, because it's reinforced with your partner.
Yes, I mean,
so it's not like your partner is saying, a little pleasantry could go a long way.
And she has it down to a science. My wife probably sends 300 email a day. And I'm not kidding. That is not an exaggeration. She gets and receives a ton of it. And in her office, they start their day off with the pleasantries. But once that's begun, right? Once you and I have started a dialogue, or Jack and I have started a dialogue for the day, you don't really need to do that anymore.
Not for subsequent emails or text messages, but the first one out the gate would be nice.
Exactly. Like when Jack sent this morning, I could have said, "Hey, buddy, good morning. Good morning, good morning, pal."
I like that. Yeah. I do get those, and I'm like, "Oh, he's in a good mood."
I know.
I think that. I'm like, "Oh, good. He's having a good day."
Like when he'll text or ask for a text, and then I'll text to the answer, and then he'll text back THX with an exclamation point.
Yeah, that's it.
Hot damn, it's going to be a good day.
But look at that. Even saying thank you is reduced to the smallest amount of things I have to text.
Right.
THX.
I know.
It has nothing to do with how I feel about either one of you or anybody I email or text. It's just the most efficient way to do it. I'm just kind of locked into that world. I don't know why.
Which is why, for me, emailing and texting is the trickiest of all communication, because there's nuance to interacting with people, and sometimes that nuance doesn't carry over as well
I actually had
into email or text as you would hope.
Deb, I had to send a follow-up email to an email I sent to somebody not work-related the other day. And I had to send an email to apologize for how abrupt the email started before. And I swear on my life, this is an old friend. And I sent an email, and I sent another one right after that. Said, "Sorry, I didn't mean to come in so hot. How you doing? How's things been?
Right.
Here's what I need." And they just did the LOL. I think people who deal with me are just kind of used to, me communicating like that, which is not good.
Until they got that person was like, "Is he mad at me?"
Without a doubt.
The funny thing is with my wife, if you looked at my wife and I's text, you would think we're perpetually pissed at each other because it is just really quick. Just here's what we're both busy people. So it's just one of those things where like, this is this. No wasted time, no wasted movement. Get the answer, move on.
Oh, I don't know. Chris is really busy still.
Yeah, no, but Chris is a much nicer person than I am. And I'm going to be honest with you. Chris is a much more affable, likable human being than I am.
Oh, just don't make him mad.
I'll be the first one to tell you that.
Don't make him mad.
Yeah.
Kind eyes.
Yeah,
he has
kind
beautiful eyes.
Yeah.
You guys like his eyes too?
Yeah. When he's looking at you, you're like, "Oh, he's a nice guy." You can see he's a nice guy.
There's a word or a term I have for people like Chris.
It better be nice because I'm sitting right here.
Chris is a soft soul.
Oh,
that's how I when I say soft soul, that means that somebody is just kind of nice to their bones. There is zero maliciousness in their entire makeup, and he's a soft soul
for the most part.
Yeah, I don't know about all that.
Jack, you are not. You're a sour soul.
Thank you.
You are a sour, rotten bag of milk. That's what you are. You are.
Something's got to be at the core to fuel this existence. Keep me going. Put up with what I got to deal with.
What are y'all doing this weekend? You're doing the movie thing?
Movie and bowling. Tonight,
right, yeah.
Actually, I'm going to go get wings tonight. My wife is
No
saying,
way!
Yeah, well, she picked up a gig at Island Wing Company over by UCF.
Oh, that's cool.
So, I guess she's doing a duo over there, so I'm going to go directly there and eat wings.
Damn, you just sparked a fire, buddy.
Let's get wings!
I haven't had a wing in a minute. It's about that time.
Yum Yum Wings.
Damn.
That's where we like to get them in Mount Dora.
Really? Yeah. Yum Yum Wings?
Yum Yum Wings.
Oh, thank you. That's a good heads up.
It is.
Dude, I got the Chinese hookup for you, too.
Oh, yeah?
It's one of these hole-in-the-wall strip center.
Oh, those are the best.
It depends, though. I'm tired of the chicken and the pork and the beef all looking like they're the same meat.
Let me tell you, sister.
Yeah, they're all cat.
That's what I'm starting to wonder, dude.
This thing is, they did a really... And for what you got for the money, it was... we ate it for 3 days.
Oh, wow.
And Chinese is the best leftover food ever, by the way.
It is, yeah.
Chinese is the best leftover food of all time.
Oh, well, we know that because of when you go get the onion. Yeah, Kobe.
Oh, Christ.
The onion volcano.
Oh, yeah, man. That Kobe.
Lives on.
Nothing reheats in the world. The Chinese food is perfect.
But because I went to Kobe for the first time for my daughter's birthday, and it's like, I paid the bill. But I also had leftovers the next day, and I was like, oh, damn, this is
Oh,
good.
yeah. I think it's better. It's like chili. I'm telling you, it's like chili is better. I've made chili and spaghetti and put them in the fridge to eat it the next day because it's just better.
Lasagna's one of those better than
yeah.
Lasagna's damn good like that.
Oh, I love lasagna.
Oh, God. And pizza is if you reheat it in the oven.
Correct. Or you just eat it cold.
Pizza can come back to life in the oven. Did you reheat yours in the oven last night?
No, actually, I...
Don't say it. Don't say it.
Oh, I will.
Don't, dude. Please don't say it. Please don't tell me you microwave that.
No, never.
Okay.
That's the worst thing you can do to pizza.
Air fryer.
Air fryer.
Oh, baby.
It's a baby oven.
It's a conviction oven.
Oh, it's so good. So good. You got to heat it in
My
the
wife
oven.
just texted me and said, where are we going to dinner tonight? Oh, yeah, right. All right, 407-916-1041. Text us at 77031. Got a few minutes for your keyword bills, guys. BILLS. Make this the last stab for us today. Get over to realradio.fm and send that out for your chance at $1,000. Back in a sec. Well, you heard it here first, and we'll get the hell out of here on a Friday.
Real Radio is on Facebook at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Fox 35 meteorologist Laurel Blanchard here with your Friday evening forecast. We're going to be seeing those humid conditions as we head through the overnight tonight. Temperature is falling into the mid-70s. And then as we head through the weekend, it is going to be hot and humid. Expect a couple of thunderstorms to pop up through the afternoon into the evening. Temperature is going to be throughout the mid-90s, but that heat index, it's going to be feeling like the triple digits. Have a wonderful weekend.
This report is sponsored by Wendy's, home of the $5 Biggie Bag. The Wendy's $5 Biggie Bag is the GOAT of fast food deals for a lot of reasons. Here are 4 of them: a junior bacon cheeseburger, nuggies, fries, and a drink. It's also just $5. And unlike the other guys, it's not going away after a month. Get out there and get the bag. The Wendy's Biggie Bag. U.S. price and participation may vary.
Listen up, guys. If you have plans to sell your home for any reason out there, you got to hit pause for a second because there's a lot of people out there doing some squirrely stuff. If you need a realtor that you can lean on with all the best tools to make sure you get exactly what you want for your house, it's the Nickley Group. These guys are changing the way real estate is sold and purchased. Stress-free, innovative real estate solutions for sellers and buyers. And don't believe the news that this market is softening. Homes in this area are selling for record prices still. And if you're considering selling your home for any reason, whether you're downsizing, maybe you're relocating, maybe you need a bigger home as your family expands, contact the Nickley Group. They have more opportunities than anybody out there. And not only do they sell homes on an average for 6% more, they sell them twice as fast as well. You can get your home valued instantly, get a guaranteed cash offer, or list your home today. Do that at thenickley.com. Google them, guys. 3,000 5-star reviews. And if you're longing for that next level real estate experience that includes mortgage services, hell, they'll even help you move, elite marketing, and a team of experienced realtors, plus much, much more. It is simple. It's thenickley.com. That's the NICKLEY group.com.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies, including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, and it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
Hey, Leesburg, get ready for an evening of fun and excitement this Friday from 5 to 8 p.m. Join us at Town Square for live music featuring the incredible Francesca T. But that's not all. Experience the magic of our evening market on 5th Street. Browse unique finds and tasty treats. Grab a drink, ice cream, or savory snack from one of our downtown establishments as you stroll and discover Leesburg. Mark your calendars for this Friday. Discover Leesburg. Go to Leesburg Special Events on Facebook for more info.
Diabetes, high blood pressure, anxiety meds, everyone's on them. If you're a 40-year-old male, maybe a bit porky, and you may even have type 2 diabetes, $1 million of term life insurance may only cost you about $100 a month. Call Term Provider. Speak with Big Lou at 800-239-1749. Big Lou will find a term life policy for you even if you have type 2 diabetes, are overweight, or have high blood pressure. Term Provider has helped thousands of people like you who think they can't afford term life insurance. To buy $1 million of affordable term life for you, all you need to do is call Big Lou at 800-239-1749. Lou will make sure the scales are tipped in your favor. Call 800-239-1749. Big Lou will answer your call and work to fit you into a term life policy that you can afford. Remember, Big Lou's like you. He's on meds too. For affordable term life insurance, call 800-239-1749. 800-239-1749 or biglou.com.
Men over 45, do you have a frequent, urgent need to urinate or a weak flow? Do you suffer from an enlarged prostate or BPH? Know your options. If BPH medications are bothering you, or you're worried about invasive surgery, ask about the UroLift system. The UroLift system is an outpatient, minimally invasive procedure. It reopens the channel with no cutting and provides rapid symptom relief with no new, sustained erectile or ejaculatory dysfunction, as shown in a clinical study. Go to urolift.com and click on Find a Physician for a doctor near you. Urolift.com. UROLIFT.com. Most common side effects are temporary and can include discomfort when urinating, urgency, inability to control the urge, pelvic pain, and some blood in the urine. Rare side effects, including bleeding and infection, may lead to a serious outcome and may require intervention. If you suffer from symptoms of an enlarged prostate or BPH, the UroLift system is a proven alternative to BPH medication or invasive surgery. Visit urolift.com and click on Find a Physician to speak to a doctor to see if you're a candidate for the UroLift system.
Hey, if you're listening to me right now, I have one thing every business needs most: attention. Think about it. We swipe and scroll past stuff all day, but when we're driving, cooking, and working out, we're also listening. That's the magic of audio at iHeart. We're in your next customer's ears while they're living life and listening, just like you are right now. So get your customers to listen up today using radio, digital, and podcasts. Visit iHeartAdvertising.com. That's iHeartAdvertising.com.
Need help navigating your will or trust? Visit OneFirmForLife.com today for your free consultation.
Stay tuned to the Jim Colbert Show as we demonstrate our attitude of gratitude. Our thank you segment is sponsored by Life Imaging FLA. Now open. Call pound 250 keyword heart scan. Want more from us? At The Jim Colbert Show on Instagram. Follow us.
Hey everyone, it's your favorite friendly bartender, ready to kick the weekend off with something light and refreshing. So first you're going to grab yourself a Collins glass and you're going to salt the rim. Then you're going to add a handful of crushed ice, 2 ounces of vodka, 3 ounces of grapefruit juice, then take a bar spoon and stir it all together until everything's nice and incorporated. Garnish with a grapefruit wedge and enjoy yourself a salty dog.
Nice.
Sounds great.
That does sound good. I love some grapefruit juice, by the way.
Oh, that's good for you.
Vodka. Oh, yeah, man.
When Angela mentioned the 2 ounces of alcohol, because I remember when as a bartender, it's like 1.5 usually in a drink and stuff, and I realized, and as I make my old fashioned I'm like, oh, let me measure what I'm putting in there, and so I measured a 3-ounce shot of bourbon that I put in my drink, and realized when I do it by eye, it's more like a 4-ounce shot.
Way different.
Would that be considered a double?
Yeah, it's a double for sure. All right, 407-916-1041. Welcome back. I'm Jim. Deb and Jack are here as well.
Double, toil and trouble.
I think I just found out I'm going to see Longlegs tonight.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, cool.
Yeah. I didn't know. I thought it came out tomorrow, but it's actually today.
Actually, it's already made a couple million at the box office.
Yeah, honestly, you know where it released? I think it released in like India or something. That's where it like debuted in some kind of weird like Indonesia or India or something of that nature.
I haven't seen that part, but I did see that it made, and then the movie you wanted to see, Jack, is doing pretty good as well.
5 Minute Moon.
Let's see, Longlegs. Of course, the film starring Nicolas Cage as a serial killer made $3 million from Thursday previews.
Oh, there you go.
Expected to make between $20 and $23 million in its first weekend in theaters. And then the movie that Jack wants to see with Scarlett Johansson and Channing Tatum's space race rom-com Fly Me to the Moon made $875,000 yesterday, projected to make around $12 million.
Damn, that's good, man.
Not a lot. No, I don't think.
What, Fly Me to the Moon?
Yeah, well, maybe for that.
2 pretty big stars. I mean,
yeah.
I mean,
12 million? That's nothing nowadays.
Oh, they can't. I was going to say that's terrible. They should make a lot more than that with Scarlett Johansson in the movie.
But you still have the cartoons are out there, both of them. Despicable, right?
Despicable Me 4
and Inside Out 2.
And Inside Out 2. Yeah. Listener texted earlier going on a date with their 6-year-old Sunday to Despicable Me 4.
Oh, really?
Sounds like a great afternoon.
Yeah.
It does.
It does. You're right. It does.
Those are memories you both are going to remember when she's 26 and just calling for money.
Well, you got to remember, I have all those memories when my kids were like Lion King and Little Mermaid and stuff like that. So, I mean, this is that new iteration of those movies. So, all right, let's do You Heard It Here first.
It's time for You Heard heard it here first on The Jim Colbert Show.
Well, in case you didn't hear earlier, a New Mexico judge has dismissed manslaughter charges against Alec Baldwin in his Rust trial. Today, the judge agreed with the defense that the prosecution withheld evidence about onset ammunition and ruled the case cannot be retried.
Your motion to dismiss with prejudice is granted.
Baldwin was rehearsing with a prop gun on the movie set when it went off, firing a live round and killing cinematographer Helena Hutchins in 2021. The actor broke down in tears and hugged his wife when the judge made her ruling. Of course, the biggest part is that this wasn't a mistrial. It wasn't, he cannot be retried on this.
That's right, yeah. I mean, I would cry too.
I would as well.
If I was looking at being separated from my family and going to prison, I would.
Yeah.
I would. You're going to see a blubbering Jim.
A judge is dismissing Rudy Giuliani's bankruptcy case. The judge in that case says the ex-New York City mayor was evasive with his assets. The move now allows creditors, including 2 defamed Georgia election workers, to collect what they're owed from the former mayor. And then finally...
What a fall.
I know.
What a fall.
It's so, when you think back to after 9/11.
20 years ago, 23 years ago, he
helped prop
America's
up the nation.
mayor.
Maybe one of the biggest political falls I've ever seen that didn't have an outright sex scam. It's just this guy is just one notch after the next. Every move is worse than the one before.
And it's hard to believe when you think back to the mayor who helped steady the rest of us after 9/11.
Yeah.
And then we covered this yesterday. If you live in Seminole County, darn it, I'm sorry to have to tell you this because neighbors in Seminole County are dealing with a setback in their efforts to demolish an eyesore. Yeah. This was the eyesore yesterday. I recommended that you allow those neighbors to come over with their own, sledgehammer, circular saw, anything to take a chunk out of it. But county officials were planning to take down the home in Sanford on South Crystal View and Lock Harbor, but those plans are now on hold. I bet you can't guess why, Jimmy.
Why?
Well, the demolition crew found...
asbestos.
Yes,
Yeah.
Found asbestos in the home this week, so officials say demolition cannot move forward until that asbestos is removed, and there's no word on how long that might take because it's not as simple as just bailing it up and putting it in the trash.
And it's so cheap.
Yeah, exactly. Also, one thing before, you heard it here first on the Jim Colbert Show, and that includes the fact that someone just texted us at 77031 and said that drink Angela just recommended, the Dirty Dog.
She called it the Dirty Dog.
Or Salty Dog.
Salty Dog.
That's right, yeah.
But it's called a Dirty Gym up north.
Is it really?
In Massachusetts.
I'll be damned.
Someone said it's a dirty gym in Massachusetts.
So vodka with grapefruit juice and salt on the rim with a wedge of grapefruit for a garnish is known as a dirty gym in Massachusetts. I don't know anything about that.
But if you drink it, it'll say, "Don't call me that anymore."
Right. No, it'll just send THX. Thanks for the drink.
If it says anything at all.
Yeah.
If you get a response.
If you get a response, absolutely. But he's feeling it. He's thinking about it. He does love you. Right?
Is that all? Is that all the news you have?
I said you heard it here first on the Jim Colbert Show.
You're being very salty today.
Including that drink is referred to as a dirty gym.
Who do we have to thank today?
We want to thank Corona Cigar Company. Also want to thank, don't forget.
So good.
Great deal they've got going
Corona
on,
Gold
too.
Series, you get that ashtray, you get that tumbler. It's like a $50 value, and the cigars are like half price. Seriously, it's ridiculous.
And they deliver.
And they're delicious.
Just go to coronacigarcompany.com.
One of the better deals we put out there for a while. That box of cigars, that ashtray, and that tumbler for $119 is ridiculous.
Got a birthday gift or anniversary
That's right.
gift? Can't remember what to get? Go there. Also want to thank Fayez Cara, restaurant critic with the Orlando Weekly. Definitely want to thank Anjali Vaya, the executive director of United Against Poverty.
Yep.
Don't forget you can go to realradio.fm/give if you want to help them get those monies to repair their roof. And last but never least, Sam Bowen and Candace Rich for running our YouTube chat.
Yeah, thanks, guys. We appreciate that. Have a good weekend, Sam. And we appreciate you guys as always.
Have a good, enjoy the movie tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to do that for sure. Jack, we have a question of the day?
We most certainly do. And it's, should there be an age limit for president?
Oh,
man,
99%.
Man, I got to think, man. I got to think. I hope the number is high. I hope it's high. I'm going to say 78% say yes.
It's actually higher than the current president's age.
Oh, is it really? Yeah.
It's 88%.
Yeah, 80%. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's an overwhelming, it's time to make a move kind
Yeah.
of scenario. Yeah. All right, let's get the hell out of here. I want everybody to have a great weekend. It's going to be hot.
It is.
So hot.
Find something inside.
Yeah. Jack will give you a movie review for Fly Me to the Moon, and I will give you a movie review for Longlegs. Plus, we'll tell you all about our weekends and all the fun stuff.
I'm going to go buy fish stuff for my fish.
Very nice. On behalf of Deb and Jack, I am Jim. We follow the News Junkie. They follow the monsters of the morning. After us, it's Tom and Dan with the Corporate Time. What the hell is Angel listening to? Bungalow in the Bus. Of course, Yacht Rock Weekend all weekend long. It ended up with Sinker Sail and Captain Zog Radio with our buddy Jack Bradshaw every single weekend. We'll see you Monday 3 for more of the Jim Colbert Show. Until then, have yourself a fantastic weekend.
Bye. Happy Friday.
Lord have mercy.
A Corporate Time with Tom and Dan is coming up next on Real Radio 104.1.
Looking at a slow ride on I-4 this afternoon in the Orlando area, east and westbound on I-4 as you travel by the major attractions exits. Stop and go delays still reported westbound on the Beach Line due to an earlier crash that was blocking the left lane between Innovation Way and the Greenway Toll Plaza. If you see traffic problems, make sure to call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change